Oh, well, hello, and thank you for the gift sub, Dr. Baby, to, Katse. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing tonight? How many days in a row have I been streaming, by the way? I need to check up on that, because it feels like a lot. Been one hell of a month of a lot of streams. Mine again, yeah. Rub it in everyone's faces, why don't you? Sending love right off the bat. Well, thank you I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hopefully, that's a person who actually chats and can use the emotes. Sometimes those gift subs is good to people who haven't maybe even watched the stream in years, but they just like has to give it to somebody. So it's like, you. What's up, BJ? How you doing tonight? Also, Vigilante. Elder and Garrus, how you doing? Good mythical evening. Is that like the count? Isn't? Oh yeah, there's like a YouTube channel called Good Mythical Morning. Is that like the counter to it? Salutations, my brother. Oh, being fancy as everywhere with the word salutate as ever with the word salutations. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Hey, Dart. Confident you might finish the game tonight and back on Elden Ring? Probably won't be finishing this game tonight. I think it'll probably take one more stream. At best. So I'm kind of confident I should be able to finish it tomorrow, as long as I don't get too sidetracked. Missed the last few streams? What's this game where you shoot ghosts with your Japanese magic? And you also have a ghost inside you. And everybody you know is like a ghost, because everyone's been turned into one. Basically, nothing but ghosts. And it's very, very bright RGB colors all over the place. It's alright. It's gonna, you know, I would have preferred another enemy within game to this, but, whatever. Ghostbusters, and very similar to it, but it was think with a Japanese flair. Ghostwire is that short you could possibly get it done in 3 streams. I mean, most of the time that's generally what it only takes if it's not an open world game. That's actually not that unusual. 3 to 4 streams is my normal, you know, amount of streams for a full playthrough of a game, if it is an open world. Making sweet love on a boat. I mean, at least wear a flotation device just in case you fall off. Regardless, it may take some of the romanticism out of the moment, but you gotta be safe. Austin, Witcher 3 just finished the quest where asshole ghost possesses Geralt. There's a lot of that game I did not play because I was kind of like rushing through it at that point. So there's a lot of side quests I did not do. So I never did the one where Geralt gets possessed by a ghost. Or is it the DLC? Oh, it's in the DLC, never mind. I never did the DLC either yet. Floaties stay on during sex, exactly. It makes things awkward, but you know what? Most things that make things safe are. I was about to say this game is an open world, but I remembered sandbox games. This game is open world, but it's one of those smaller open worlds. It's only like a district of a city, instead of like an entire city. And it's pretty like short walks in between stuff, so it's not that big of a deal. Quest for him and Shan. Like I said, I never played the DLC, so Shani, I don't know who that is. I'm sure there's more to the DLC, though, than him and Shani doing on a boat, though. So a sandbox? Well, a sandbox, to me, is something more like Minecraft, where you get, like, to play with the environment and everything else. This is like an open world game, but a small one. It's like, hey, you can walk down all these, streets and jump over the buildings. But it's only like a small section of a city. That tends to be what a lot of Japanese developers often do. Instead of like, think of something like Yakuza, actually, but less mini games and everything else. Just think of like a couple really densely packed districts. Let's do a poll: coffee or cocaine? Pretty sure most people will lie and say cocaine just to be funny, when none of them have actually done it. But apparently you have. I remember you made a comment like a few streams ago. What about a Tinder girl you met, like you just came over and did coke? Sounds like, you know, you got that SoundCloud musician lifestyle going on. I've never had coffee. I've had coffee, but I'm not a coffee drinker. I'm a tea guy. I feel like peoples are getting rid of the sandbox term. There's a lot of terms I think we could do without. For instance, immersive sim is a term we don't need anymore. Well, I mean, hey, you bring it up, I gotta use it. Tell me you did coke, I can't just, ignore that. You expect me to, like, okay, well, good for you, sweetheart. Got another match on Tinder, but I'm not going to talk first. Well, there's a problem. Women usually expect men to make the first move, even online. That was 3 years ago. I'm a changed man. I mean, I'm glad of that. I'm not unhappy at all about that news, but still gonna make a joke at your expense, though. Deal with it. It's a good, healthy joke, though. Don't worry about it. Celebrate yourself. Hello, Dartikins. That's a very, like, cheesy, like, girlfriend to boyfriend kind of line. Hello, Dartikins. Kiss, kiss. Is that how you see me? Am I just, like, in the kitchen wearing an apron all the time? I'm a tea guy, never had coffee either. My sleep schedule is total trash as it is, and I don't want to make it worse. I like the smell of coffee. I've mentioned that before. Coffee does smell really good when it's, cooked, when it's, like, percolating. Percolating, that's a fun word to say, by the way. But, that's not much of the flavor. Never been offended by anything you've said to me. It takes a lot to piss me off. Good. It's a good mentality. So you're boring? Yes, you're boring because you're not, doing coke with Tinder girls. What a boring lifestyle. You tried Darty Poo as a camp greeting. It was not well received. Yeah, generally if you use any type of cutesy version of my name, I'm gonna, like, drag you on it. Like, here's how men greet each other. Head nods, alright? There's nothing wrong with a head nod. Like, yeah, just a very slight one. It's like all it takes. But also, obviously, that's kind of difficult to bring forward in chat. So just like a hey, 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 hey is the verbal version of a head nod. Hey, how's it going? Dartigan's is the name of chatters. We're like making up new lore as we go. Then, speaking of lore, let me send out this announcement. That has nothing to do with lore, but you know what's important. See the Russians committing war crimes? Yeah, there's some pretty fucked up stuff. In images I'd rather not discuss because it's kind of dark. A grunt at you and greeting. True. Grunt. Like, Men can we can read into the the distinct differences between grunts. Did I hear dark? That made you perk up? The word dark, like hello? Yes. Does someone need me and my black eyeliner? I'm here, I've got some. You need some? Nail polish, maybe? Anything to make things more grim. Just imagine that person waiting for their moment. Did I hear grimdark? I am. Let me get out my stuff. I've brought enough for everybody. Clean now, but I still have beer on weekends. Well, as long as you're not, abusing it or anything, you're good. Where are your unhealthy vices? I've tried to do away with them. Like, it's pretty easy to recognize an unhealthy vice and try to better yourself, I feel. As for unhealthy vices I do have, I can procrastinate still pretty well. That can still get me. But when it comes to, like, substances, there's not really anything, like, I'm, like, constantly taking or doing that I would say is, like, terribly bad. I could still stand to eat a bit better. Sometimes, like, just get a little lazy with my, I don't feel like cooking, just make a bowl of cereal. Something like that. And I can't really eat vegetables at all. My texture sensitive, so I have to, like, turn it into a green smoothie, and some days I'll forget to have that. But as for, like, chemicals and it, I don't have any of that going on. Really into Molly. I know, 7 years, yeah. You called it Molly. Only the people who are really into it ever call it Molly. So says all my pot-smoking friends. Chad, I'm thinking of actually at the start of, like, the next couple of videos I do, actually, like, hey, before you watch the video, I just want to let you know, I got a Twitch channel. I'd like to get it so I can stop doing the announcement videos for streams by getting enough people to, already know I stream. And stuff like that. That's what I've been considering. It kind of does annoy me because I don't like putting, like, non-content related stuff into videos. Another reason I don't even do ads. I don't even like advertising myself in videos, if you noticed. It's weird for me. But how about a Discord plug? I was thinking, well, I was thinking that too, but that might happen. But mainly it's the Twitch. Like, once I get you on Twitch, I can probably get you on the Discord anyways. So I kind of feel that's one and the same. Leave for the end, it's better and leave link. Well, not everyone watches to the end as well, but obviously I think that's correct as well. But it's universally accepted that obviously majority of people, not everyone's going to watch to the end, but if you put it at the beginning and make it quick, if someone's already into you, they'll check it out. Server's officially pot-smoking friend has arrived. Wow. How did you know? Were you listening on the conversation that chat was having like a minute ago when it came to like drugs? Alright, well, alright. Everyone, Let Sin is here, and he's official the pot-smoking friend. I'm not sure if that means he smokes it, or just like, supports you while you do it. Let me clean your bong for you, man. Don't worry, I got it. Once I hook you on Twitch, I'll hook you on Discord. Are you a drug? Yes. So many people have told me that I'm addictive. I mean, you keep coming back, don't you? And I just need another hit. Remember Radon? They removed his nerfs. I do remember, like I said, I fought him before the nerfs. So they're just getting the classic. They're getting Radon classic now. It's like that new Coke thing. Sometimes people still mention where they want to have a something they understand and can like compare to everything else. Like, oh, it's like when they switch to new Coke and then switch back. Smoking as we speak. Hey. If it helps clear it, well, it doesn't help clear the mind. It helps, in other ways. You plan on watching the new Willem Dafoe movie, The Northman? I have no idea what it even is. You are addictive? See? Raven even proves it. See, I am addictive, chat, but in a good way. I'm like, you know how like a massage feels really good and you want to get it every once in a while? Like, there you go. I'm addictive like having someone put their hands on you and loosen up their muscles. Not, just chemical addiction. I'm the happy dose of drugs your brain generates, you know? Another ASMR stream, please begin when you feel comfortable. Well, apparently anytime I talk, it already reminds people of ASMR because I got a very flat range. Happy ending? No, that's, going a little, that's usually illegal. Dopamine? Yes. I wish I had dopamine, that'd be nice. Me, I'm too much apparently of a cynic. The classic cynic, the Greek version of the cynic. The Diogenes? I always call it Diogenes. The guy who lived in the big clay pot. Was a famous cynic. Lived dispassionately. I feel like that's my natural state. Diogenes, yeah. Diogenes, yeah. I never could. I always said Diogenes, but I think it's probably doesn't. That's not really Greek sounding. Diogenes, Diogenes. And afraid of no goats. Well, these ghosts aren't exactly very scary, as you'll come to see. What was the word you wanted looked up again last night from this game? I forget. I don't recall. Diogenes, Diogenes. Shit. Even when you sound it out, I can't pronounce it properly. Diogenes, D's nut. Had to stop myself. Now you probably could work that into into a D's nuts joke. Diogenes, diabetics, dialectics. There's a lot of sifts. Chat, we're gonna have a weird night already, aren't we? I can tell. Fun night though. Fun night. Too bad I can't stay. Oh well. You can get all your love out while you're here then, alright? Tons of positivity. And then send private DMs later to anyone you like. Okay, what was I doing last time? Yeah, we need to go that way, but of course. For some reason when someone says of course, I can only think of the Street Fighter movie.
They're just too quiet.
There's gotta be more still out there.
I can't just spend the entire night petting dogs again. What happened after you dropped the barrier? The one that was trying to crush me, we ended up getting to that girl's apartment, and she was possessed by another one of like the Hansa mask people in this place, and we had to like help her be free of that. I think that's the last thing we did. And now I believe we're headed toward the Pillar of Light. That's really just the beacon someone placed on the map in Elden Ring. It's like, oh yeah, over there, it's the castle. So, do I have any, like, good level up? No, I'm not clicking on the map. I'm clicking on skills. Do you not see this? Thank you. UI. Okay. Let's see. What we want to level up? No, I've noticed the water weaving kind of blows. LG fire 2 show. Maybe I should like maybe make that a little bit better. I don't know. You were clearly clicking on the map. Level up your skills on. Click on skills better. Wasn't clicking on it hard enough. Level up abilities. What about this one? Spectral vision. Or exposure duration boost, or grabbing cores does take a while. Level that up. Melee core grab, ground attack boost, ground core grab, crit absorption speed boost. That's not really a problem. Perfect block. Ether shakedown causes ether to appear when hitting enemies with strike. 30% boost in movement speed while crouching. Wire in duration boost. Increase the length of time you can remain wired in by 37.5 seconds. Is really okay. That seems like it's worth getting. Today was an exceptional day for me. I finally moved out of the halfway house after like a year and moved into a veteran shelter which has free food and a sweet kitty named Libby. I mean, damn, man. Congrats. Is there a reason you couldn't have gone to the veteran shelter to begin with, though? I mean, usually if you're a veteran, that's automatic, isn't it? But I'm proud of you, man. Good job. You're killing it. Next thing to do, get your own place, and your life will be fully back on track. I just told the dog no. I didn't mean to do that.
Eat up, pal. Don't eat too fast.
You sure have a way with animals.
It's called giving them
I don't
food.
think what I do is all that special.
Cats are not sweet. It's a ploy they use to build trust, and then they're just assholes and demand food. At least mine are. I mean, I can't really argue entirely against that notion. But sometimes they can still be an asshole. You're just like, yeah, you're still cute. Right, looks like I need to go get in there, but to do that first, we need to find a... along this way. What is all this stuff happening? Oh, there's like bad things happening to good people, I think. How tall is this thing?
Hey, some spirits are getting dragged off.
We've got to help.
Not gonna hold much longer.
Damn it!
Hey, you can't hide behind the post.
We got more coming in.
Oh, shit, this is gonna be a little difficult.
Going after that other cube.
I really need like some more ammo upgrades because damn. One dead. Am I good?
You're getting the hang of it.
The reason you didn't move out of the shelter at first because I assumed I was a dishonorable discharge and wouldn't qualify, but it turns out I'm a not dishonorable? Isn't that something you're like informed of when you're being discharged though? I mean... kind of bizarre. But I'm glad regardless of whatever it is, you got into a better place. Not familiar enough with like army procedure or military procedure, I guess, to like know how that works. Okay, so where's the Torii gate? Okay, we got it. Okay, the Torii gate I need is though in the fog though. Unless I gotta like make my way around to it somehow. Like maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure. Unless their name is Dartigan, like what? What does this have to do with me?
I can't do this for long.
Can't get in there. Alright, so... Yeah, I can see the Torii gate right up there, but I can't get to it because it's in dead fog. We're not always kind and respectful to you, but it's fun. Oh, nah, you're just... Even when you're not, it's still like, yeah, I forgive you. So, I guess we gotta, like, get... Zoom out. Yeah, we need to get up there, so I guess we gotta make it like a path up to it. We can't just go directly to it from there. Alright, I see what you want me to do. Never went through a typical discharge process because I was technically AWOL during my schizo. Oh, okay, yeah, definitely that would confuse things, I guess. Place. Oh, that's not where I wanted my marker. There. Just wish everyone has support and love. True, I do as well. Life's hard enough. I like Lego game levels of punching inanimate objects. But this game will... Well, that's the... When you see me punching items in the environment, that's like restore my ammo. If you punch like spirit objects, they like break into ether and you get ammo from it. For your like your finger guns. Don't ask me how it works, it's just how it do. We don't know how it be, but it do. Well, these girls attack me with hula hoops too much.
Making me proud.
Good. Also, Vault Dad, thank you for your 15-month sub, man. Appreciate. Hear about people. Maybe we should need to buy something.
How are you still addicted to nicotine as a spirit? I didn't think you got hungry or anything.
It's a mental thing. My mind craves it.
Why are Japanese convenience stores so nice looking? And like have like interesting stuff on option. A hole burning in your wallet. What's your favorite Lego game? Here's the truth of the situation. I've never played a Lego game. So I have no favorite, Lego game. You can buy a lot of dog food. I think I'll be buying that much. Gotta play Lego Creator Darth. I'm good. I'm good. I don't really feel like I need to. I'm just not really. I mean, if I want to play, I'll just play Minecraft or something. We should buy more Katashiro. Buy 3. Well, no, anyway. Yes, I mean, it's kind of the way I look at it. I don't really have any interest in Lego.
Done yet? Come
If I
on,
want
let's
Lego,
go.
I'll definitely want to. I'd prefer to play, like, you know, the actual with the Lego set. I mean, I don't think they're bad or anything, is they? Not me. Let me get to the toy gate. You ever gonna check out the Ghost of Tsushima DLC in multiplayer? I don't know, how long is the DLC, by the way? I kind of forgot about that. I mean, probably not the multiplayer, I don't really have any interest in that, but the DLC storyline I wouldn't mind playing.
Gotta save more of them.
I need to send those out soon. Okay. How do I get to that tour gate? It's on the fog. I'd love to see Dartigan get worked out in a Ghost of Sushi DLC. Worked out. Is it a very difficult DLC or something? I mean, that game had its moments, but I don't know. I think I handled it pretty well when I played it. Nothing sells samey environments more than being empty and having, well, to be fair, it is part of the game's storyline that it's empty. Everyone got turned into spirits, and it is just like a regular place, like a city. Though it's still not a very convincing argument that makes for good gameplay.
KK? Is that really you, KK? I wish I could verify directly, but as you know, I'm otherwise engaged. Whoever this is, keep up the good work.
Why don't you ever stay on the line so I can talk to you instead of leaving a voice message? It's pretty damn hard. Granted, I was playing on the highest level. Well, there you go. That would explain things. This game's so hard. Oh. Highest difficulty setting.
Gone too far.
No, I wanted. Shit. Oh. Here we go. Who's shooting at me?
Hey, focus.
Okay, you're out of range. Surprised PS4 still had demos available? I definitely look at it now. Everyone deserves hugs except bullies. Well, maybe it's because maybe they're bullies because they didn't get enough hugs. Sound like horrible like stuff you hear in like a bad movie. The bullies hate you because they're unloved. I had some really well-loved bullies in my time. Can you please stop the noise? I beg of you. I'm trying to figure out where I gotta go because this is apparently not it. I guess I need to go get that one. It's the only one that's not in the fog. That's not really gonna help me either. I'm a little confused. That's the only tour gate I can reach right now because everything else is like in the death fog. I could get that one, but nope. Alright, we'll go back over there then. Been statically and studied proven bullies usually have higher self-esteem, higher social status, and more friends, sexual partners than their victims. Yeah, I've always realized that as well. Back even when I was a kid, it's like I didn't buy the school all those sappy TV shows. It's like the bullies are just sad at home and they're just taking down other people. Maybe some of them, but a lot of them are just like, hey, I grew up, I got bigger faster than everyone else around me. Time to use this to my advantage. Where it's like they had parents that like, let them. Didn't give a shit. So, yeah. Snappy, I learned very quickly, like, all this is just bullshit I'm being told to make me feel better about things. But then, chat, I learned something. A lot of people who are bullies aren't very good at comedy. And if you can tell better jokes than them at their expense and turn things around, well, they'll usually still be pissed. But you can make your own set of friends. I got you very used to, I'm gonna use the word I like using for it, baiting. As in debating, but the baits, the banter. I got pretty good at bantering with anyone I thought was an asshole. And they would usually get a little pissed off sometimes.
I can't do this for long.
Oh god, the stupid death fog mechanic is really trying to piss me off. That's how you win that's how you truly win, chat. You be funnier than the person who's like trying to like do stuff at your expense. Right, we need to get up there. What even is the fog? It's like the death fog. It's like turns people into like these blue blobs of spirit energy. Or like, well, it separates them from their body and like leaves them as nothing but clothes on the floor. But for us, it like starts to kill us or something if we stay in it too long. But by clearing a Torii gate, you can like get rid of it. You can like run in the door real quick.
Back off.
Hmm.
No getting through this.
Sure there is. Regarding the bullied, it annoys me so much when the staff do nothing. Yeah, that's always, it's never advised you to just tell them the bullies when you're a kid. You learn that very quickly, that it doesn't help. That most teachers don't give a shit because they can't actually, if they don't see with their own eyes, they just don't really care. So it's just going to be like a he said, she said argument. And usually it just makes you look weak if you do. But sadly, I wish it wasn't the case, but it is. Actually, I think we can get there a lot easier. Oh no, could have if I done that. But I'm doing it the hard way.
I can't do this for long.
Don't worry, I got plenty of rice balls on me.
I've gone too far.
Oh shit, there's no roof to this place. Fuck. Get inside. There we go. Ugh. Shit, that hurt. Don't kill me now. I need to live. Ah. I don't know why I'm sucking so much tonight. A fact in Brazil, when nothing is done about the bully, their victims tend to get physical beating. They get a gun and start shooting the bullies. I mean, damn. That's a little,
Now's a good time.
a little intense. Didn't expect that to go in that direction.
Gotten a lot stronger.
Is that pretty common there where people shoot their bullies? You'd think bullying wouldn't be very common if there's a risk of being shot.
Looks like we're getting close now.
Keep your guard up. The enemy's bound to try something sooner or later.
Aqua bead. Require a new set of beads. Oh yeah, I forgot about that mechanic. Was it inventory? Wind elemental. I use wind element way more than I do water, so we'll stick with wind element bead. Alright, does this help me in any way? Okay, that... Oh wait, that did help me. That cleared this section up for some reason, even though it was over there. Alright. Cool. The enemy of us, the silent majority. You need more food? Need to keep buying. In my school, the bullies' girlfriends were just as big as bullies as the bullies themselves. Here's the thing, a lot of people are bullied. A lot of people, when their kids are... Here's the thing, all kids are fucking terrible. Even the ones that, like, I've known kids who were bullied and also were at the same time were bullying other people that they were weaker than them. It just, kids are like trying to establish their own little hierarchy in the only way they know how, because that's the only power they could possibly have is ridiculing someone. So that's just the one they do. You can never truly end it. Flying kite had its string cut and land. Okay, we don't have any of these. Why would I want to buy that? No, it's not stuff I want to buy. It's very rare you run into at least even like a regular child who has at least like at some point in his life made jokes to someone else's expense just to make themselves look better. Because that's what kids value, and is like when it comes to that, when they're that young age, like, hey, you seem cool. You really called the teacher a motherfucker behind their back. Wow. Let's be friends. It's very immature, but it is the way it is. What's up, Foxverse? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. First time chatter. Hope you're doing well. Need to replenish the ammo. I used 11 up. God, you're really like... Anything like... Girl! Testing me. You're making me eat all my rice balls. Luckily, someone was having a picnic beside the road. Weird place to have your picnic. Hey, honey, let's go to the side of the road and eat.
For now, more to come.
We'll hear the sound of traffic going by. So romantic here. Once during a Columbine Remembrance Assembly, the presenters asked, does anyone in the school make you feel unsafe? And someone as a joke went, Jim makes me feel unsafe. For the next 3 months, every day, someone would walk up to me and ask about my mental status. Damn, man, I'm sorry about that. For a brief period of time, I was the smelly kid of my school. Just because, you know, poor, so I didn't always have, you know, money to have deodorant. So, back in middle school, and there was like at least, I think it's like 6th grade, right as like, you know, deodorant starts becoming important to a young man. Like, I didn't really know you're supposed to use it, and we didn't have enough money to afford it all the time anyways. So there'd be like several times they're like, oh, well, don't go around Darty, he stinks. Well, that's what it is sometimes. Are you also known as the poor kid? Yes. I was one of the poorest people in my school I went to. I mean, there was clearly lots of poor kids, but Generally, when I was kind of like I got very bad luck because of my last name. Like all the people I hated also had usually would be grouped by classes by alphabetical order for some strange reason. So a lot of the kids I really detested and had a rough time with all had names that were like put them right next to mine in like in terms of the alphabet. So I'd always have a lot of the same classes with the same assholes that just wanted to like had a thing for me. But so that was a thing for a while. But eventually I got to high school and things got a lot better because I figured out, hey, I'm a lot funnier than these motherfuckers. Stuck on that. And then I got taller too, and that helped a lot. You'd be surprised how less people are willing to like try to make jokes at your expense when you're a head taller than them. So that was nice when I hit that growth spurt. Like, all right, finally, my time to shine. So I had 2 new things at my disposal: better at telling jokes and taller than a lot of the people that I was around. And least the rage? No, I'm not a violent person. I've never been in like a fight at school. I never had to do that. Closest I ever came to being in a fight in school was when some kid, it was back in 7th grade, some kid who was already then shorter than me, I guess he had like a Napoleon complex, was like always trying to trip me on my way to after like homeroom when we were going to like lunch. He'd like try to trip me by sticking his foot in front of me. One day I just got really pissed off and like shoved him up against the wall and just told him to fucking knock it off. So, didn't hit him or anything though. Pulled myself back from that. And I'm glad I did. I mean, there's sometimes I kind of wish I would, because damn, it wouldn't have been cool to like just knock someone's block off in front of a group of people. But I resisted. I'm proud of myself on that one. Definitely would have helped my reputation though. For some reason, just kicking someone's ass just really helps. School is almost like prison, chat. You find like the baddest motherfucker there, first day of school, go up and punch him in the face. It's about the same logic. Oh, this is a little dangerous. This is a little dangerous. We used our V mode.
I'll take that.
You can do even better.
Dude, I just killed 2 red dudes and a lady. You can do better than that. Fuck you, dude. KK. Turn my V mode off. One time this springy kid in school somehow made it onto a football team and thought he was hot shit. One day I was walking to class and he knocked my books out of your hand. Thought it wouldn't do anything, so I threatened to beat the shit out of him. Well, I'm glad you realized, you had power. First time chatter for Runjavik. This is really trippy. I might not have gotten enough sleep for this. What, this game? Or me? Or the chat? I like that there's like a level of preparation you need to have before coming to one of my streams. And I gotta study for the Dartigan stream tomorrow. No, it's perfectly fine. The game is just really colorful. It's just you fighting ghosts. It's not really any different than like Doom where you fight demons. Only in this you eat a lot of like, Japanese food to get, better. And everything else. So it's calming even. Hey, there's even like cats you can talk to. And we gotta go this other Tory gate first, I think. Got working through their trauma. It feels that way, doesn't it? But then again, everyone's got a little bit of it, Oh shit. Those who find the need to boast often have a desperate need to satisfy their own bloated vanity. Remember that boy, this boy? I mean, telling me that? I mean, it's like I'm already aware of this piece of information. Or is this like information you're quoting from somebody? Taking a lot of damage here. It's hard to see him in the tree, you know. I'm all you're getting for in-game butt kicked by a creepy baby ghost. I find this hilarious concept. There's even like little kids in like yellow rain jackets that are like ghosts in this game. They do like the FBI open up when you come across them. They like yell for help, even though they're a ghost. That was me doing a Kratos. Oh, well, you gotta have the Kratos voice, otherwise it's really impossible. For watching your stream, we need to prepare mentally. Your voice has the power of making someone commit a felony. I'd rather just like a misdemeanor voice rather than a felony.
Light's fading. We better get over there quick.
I don't want to be pulled before the FBI one day for that. Flame bead. You can also prayer and make a wish. You know what? Big $500 donation. I wish I could find more Jizo statues. That please, actually. Wish for 3 more wishes. We're not wasting it again.
Talk about someone having your back.
You listening, God? Me, Dartigan. I wish for more Jizo statues. You're fine with Buddhism, right, God? Sorry I prayed to a foreign religion. Don't know about that. Dartigan's voice has 1 or 2 outcomes for me. I get focused and calm, or I get zen and sleepy. Both of these I consider... I actually think that's probably one of the nicest things you could ever say about me. Everyone else just gets turned on, but you get like go into monk mode. I like that. More Booba gone. I mean, he's given like half the world to some of them, so I think he's already done as much as he can on that in that respect. More breasts. Half the world has them. What more do you want of me, my son? Alright, we gotta go up there to the fullest. But there first. More than half has boobs? I mean, true. Well, if you want to count in like man breasts, then yeah, more than half the world has breasts actually. Thinking about, buddy. Come on, let's play fetch. Here, have some dog food.
Ha! Eat up, pal.
Would be happy if people would get horny by hearing my voice. I mean,
Don't eat
there is a
too
little bit of
fast.
embellishment going on there, I believe, when they say that, though. Thank you for the money. Besides, we all know what the Lord's Prayer actually is. You guys know what the Lord's Prayer, the true Lord's Prayer is? I need to teach you.
There's gotta be more still out there.
True Lord's Prayer. Whenever you hear the corn speak. I I kind of screwed it up there. It's supposed to have a higher pitch in there. Rare goods. Exposure talisman? Talismans are consumed. Makes it easier to expose visitors' cores. And you know what? We shall buy 2. Wow, these are expensive. 3. We'll buy a total of 3. And we will also buy 2 of these. Jim and I have to go. You guys have fun. Maybe you'll be back later tonight. But hey, regardless, well, I'll be streaming tomorrow. Very possibly. If I don't finish this game, definitely. Exposure talismans. Alright, gotcha.
Don't waste all our makeup.
Yeah.
I swear it sounded like you said, don't waste all of our makeup. We gotta look pretty for a date tonight. So can you... Where's the actual, like, modem where you can make calls in that box? I mean... Does anyone notice that these have been, like, hacked and they got, like, wires going outside of them? He's been a busy boy. Health increase, good. Well, make sure you harass him. What? The heck of an advice to leave it. Wouldn't we just have a big anti-harassment discussion here on chat? You know what, finish this game? I didn't say I would. I'm almost positive. Erica's not here. It knows. I'm almost positive we'll take at least another stream. Erica's in the forest.
Hope he keeps an eye on us.
We could use it.
Erica said I couldn't go with her. Noble cat. I think these are Erica's cats. She's like a cat lady. You have D&D tomorrow night, so I gotta miss this bit of stream. Hey, man, it's fine. D&D is important, right? Hope you have a good game. Are you like just a player or are you the GM? Usually the GM's the one that has to do the most preparation, right? Oh, the ending of Ghostwire and you cried? Really? Did that... sad? I mean, damn. Now I'm looking forward to whatever this game's doing. I mean, not that the game's doing much with the plot right now.
What the...
People's spirits. All the ones they've been gathering.
But there are so many.
You get less worked up over things the longer you're a detective. Couldn't do our jobs if we let everything get to us. But every now and then, you still run into cases that just knock you flat on your ass. Case in point right here.
You know, I just realized this guy's like, with those like giant oversized collars that they have in Naruto.
I get what you mean.
Like I'm part of the Uchiha clan.
That feeling in your chest, screaming at you to make it right. Hold on to that feeling. It's what gives life meaning.
You're the only one that tells me the truth, Hand. Trust everything you say.
We can go through here.
Like, that's not how... This is not possible. There's no way they have a sliding rock door. That was like several tons for each rock, given the size of those. Ever listen to Toonami life advice? I remember the Toonami, like, premiere things that show up, like,
What is he going to do
a
with
boy
Maury?
dreams of becoming a man, and whatever they, they do, like, show clips of anime.
It's all one big science experiment.
Boy dreams of adventure.
He'll use
Heard that kind of
your
stuff.
sister without a second thought.
Like my
Just
logic? I
focus
mean,
on
my
saving
logic is
her.
pretty sound. But yeah, we just, like, pushed around a couple tons of rock, and we're not exactly known for having super strength, just like, finger magic. Like a boss fight? The last time we had a boss fight was also underground. Yeah, we're not totally under...
Now. We can't have our lab rats scurrying from their cages.
You?
KK! Wait! Where's Mari?
A fascinating reunion, but that will have to wait. The ceremony is soon to commence. I have no more use for either of you. It is unfortunate, but you are both beyond salvation.
What are you saying? Give her back!
Alas, you are too late to speak your final farewells. She has already taken her place atop the final stage.
She's what?
There remains work yet undone. Critical work.
They're both saying words, but it
I
seems like
shall
they're
have
mostly
these
trying to
two
talk,
look
talking to other
after
people.
you,
It feels like they're both trying to like say sentences that don't give away anything.
You really think this shit can bring back the dead?
KK. What are you talking about?
This crackpot wants to harvest a ton of human souls to connect our world to the next. His wife got sick and died 5 years ago. Now he's trying to bring her back.
That's it.
I'm sure his daughter would be so proud of what dear old dad has become.
My wife. Wife dead. Time to end the world and bring her back. Ah, you're all blue now.
Holy.
KK. What's the deal? Who are they?
Forgive me, but I believe I have misled you. My wife and daughter understand me perfectly. I have but to beckon their souls back from beyond.
He's kind of reminding me of Willem Dafoe from
Special
You'll Beyond
credit
Two Souls.
must be given to my daughter. This barrier would not exist were it not for her.
You sacrificed your own kid for this?
The body is not but a vessel for the soul.
Man,
Why
Japanese
must
church
one
is
be
weird.
attached to a thing so ephemeral.
Willem Dafoe is in Beyond Two Souls. You didn't
This guy
notice?
It's cracked.
The time is nearly upon us.
He's the villain of the game.
I shall have her keep you company.
You're gonna have your daughter and wife keep me company, or but just one of them? I mean, neat. Well, you know what? I've changed my mind. You know what? She's not really date material when she turns into a horse.
Get away from her! Ripping us apart! KK!
Nom. Oyakodon, whatever that means. Working solo, when Akito is separated from KK, any actions that rely on spiritual energy. Okay, we knew we've done this before. Akito won't be left totally defenseless, still have my bow. Is the combat good? I mean, it's still serviceable. It's just basically like shooting and stuff. You only use like finger guns because Japan has harsh gun laws, so it's all about what you can shoot out of your hands.
I bet this could slow her down. Something like this isn't gonna work.
That's not happening. Okay, we gotta make the bomb go off. Ow.
That's her blind spot.
Her back, the blind spot. It makes perfect sense when you tell me out loud.
I really do, but I just can't make that call. I can't. I just wanted to fight. Dad, Mom, Ringo, people are always protecting me. I'm always standing behind somebody else. For a long time, that never bothered me.
Okay, well, I guess it's gotta be right in the ass at this point.
Different now.
Okay, she's got 3 tails, by the way. This is getting more Naruto by the minute. This could really use like a slowdown mode for like aiming this bow. Wait. Okay.
Those tails are a weak point.
Walked in a very strange time. I got attacked a
Found another
cat,
one?
horse, monster lady
But this is the last
by
one.
smacking her ass.
Better come up with a name.
I was just like a cat, sitting around, being taken care of. Is that any way for a person to live? No, it's not.
I guess it should be a cat. She did have like no, we were dealing with nothing but cats earlier.
Locked in a cage. It's such a strange feeling. The harder life gets to deal with, the emptier I feel. That no one understands. Just a burden, always being protected. I'm a hollow shell, waiting for someone else to decide who I am. I'm barely even alive.
Lady, you need some Limp Biscuit in your life.
You should stay here.
Well, that motivates
It'll
everyone.
be
Game
safer
over.
that way.
No,
You wish to continue?
it's wrong!
This is a horror game. It's got elements of it, but it's not really scary at all. What? I'm dying. I'm suddenly for some. Why am I dying all of a sudden? Now, where's the cat lady at? I think after this we're supposed to golf clap. This is slam poetry, right? I don't know. I've never been to slam poetry. What's it like?
Okay, got it. I'll try to sneak up behind her.
How far am I in? I mean, we're in chapter what? There's 6 chapters. I think we're in chapter 3, aren't we? It only counts if you sneak. Ow.
Get behind her.
Short game. I mean, that's not a bad thing. You realize some games are getting overly long. I don't mind a game that only takes me like 15 or so hours to get through. It's not a bad thing at all. Oh. I think she sees me.
Can't fight her from the front. I need to get behind her.
Done. Appreciate short games too. I've gotten burned out. Yeah, not every game can be a 100-hour open world game. Stop turning. God, you were hard to sneak up on.
No fight fair.
There's sometimes nothing worse than a stealth boss fight.
Got it.
Can I shoot it now? Or is it dead?
KK!
You want to play Siva? Yeah, I need to finish that at some point.
I'm sorry.
Supposed to be a stealth game? Well, you can play. You have stealth elements to it, but you can also just shoot people. Hey, your daughter's dead again.
What the?
Why didn't you use your finger guns to shoot him instead of trying to just do a punch? Well, that's some shit. Evangelion, no, we're getting back into Death Stranding right now. You know, bringing someone back from the dead is awfully complicated. Protagonist sucks. He doesn't really have much going for him. He's just like there to do the job. And he cares about his sister, goddammit. You got M&M's and a protein bar. That's a weird mix.
Okay.
I had, you know,
I
a
need to go after him.
turkey tenderloin today. That's pretty good. Oh, no, you'll never finish Sifu? Well, Sifu, well, I warned I might not ever finish it.
Stay out of this. Leave the dirty work to a pro.
It's unforgivable.
Zombie.
What he's done.
It's not gonna end till he's stopped. Let's go.
Like, what was I doing before I became dead and then like a ghost hunter? Did I have a job? As a shitty boss fight? Yeah, that's a good design. I mean, the design was interesting. I have frozen pizza in the oven right now. I had Mickey D's for late lunch. Sat in my car staring at a little lake by a rec center. It was pretty nice, eh? As long as you were relaxed while doing it. Relaxation carbs, you can call them. Oh, there was more than one big ghost person? Oh, they're going toward like the Tokyo Tower too. Of course not. I mean, of course they would. I'm gonna call it bad, it's just a game. Well, it definitely is a game. And it's definitely not bad, I'd say. It just, you know, the plot could be a little better.
What is that?
The Ghost NATO.
You got me. Sure as hell isn't anything good, though. Hey, don't go getting cold feet on me now.
So, Shotblood, thank you for the 2 months. Shrek has the best cross-species romance in fiction. Doesn't she, like, become an ogre at the end of it, though?
Hey, Akito, you hear a phone ringing?
I'm in a house and there's no payphone nearby. Oh, hello, wait. Hey, you know it's those sewer jockey raccoons that got the stripped tails and not us, right? No, you humans aren't big on nuance, but it's not that hard to figure out. Oh, thank you. We heard a phone ringing 40 meters away. Where's Godzilla when you need him? Can he actually do anything about ghosts? He was like a very, well, physical thing, you know. Oh, it's kind of sad. It's like shivering and it's like, look, the leash of its owner ain't there. What you thinking, buddy? I'm so beat.
Eat up, pal. Don't eat too fast.
Didn't eat anything? What?
Should be grateful, you mutt.
Don't be such a jerk.
David Hayter and the voice
be
actors for
grateful.
Meryl and Sniper Wolf are having a funny Twitter beef where
Somehow
Meryl's
that
actress is
seemed
like,
even
"Oi, Snake's my
neater.
man, back off." Wolf and Wolf's actress replied, "Maybe he wants to date a woman who isn't half his age." Well, I would have replied that like, you married a guy who shits his pants all the time. To be honest. Like, I mean, that was such a weird part of Metal Gear Solid 4.
Seems he's making progress with the ritual. Luckily, the power from that key that you got there.
I guess it's lucky Johnny was hot.
Just keep moving. Oh, and KK? About Erika. Thanks.
Don't worry about it. I'm used to getting my hands dirty.
I should have made up my mind sooner back then. Before it was too late.
So here we have a ghost inside of us talking telepathically over the phone to another ghost.
We're a team now. The three of us.
Akito is right. This fight is just getting started.
Yeah. Thanks.
Spent that entire game, for lack of a better term, shitting on Johnny. Johnny saved her twice, and all of a sudden she's mad. Yeah, she literally they propose marriage at the end, during their first big moment together. I don't know, I think it's hard to recover from literally shitting your pants in front of a girl. I mean, they might still be friends with you or that, but Jesus. That's a massive thing to come back from.
Yeah.
Especially when you're a grown-ass man. Doesn't inspire confidence in your abilities. Alright, where we... Cleanse the You know what, there's far too many times that my objective is to go cleanse Torii gates. Gotta say. Like, we need to, like, mix things up a bit more than that game.
Let's just say I never knew anyone as honest as you when I was alive.
Uh-huh. I guess I get it.
Wouldn't, you horny too after hearing two, Dartigan? What? Wouldn't you be horny too after hearing two? I'm not sure what you mean. Hearing what? Shoot your guts out? That's a different thing. People can just get sick. Or just, like, you know, drink too much. Johnny just has the old irritable bowels and bladders, apparently. And he's also a terrorist, too. That's a hard thing to come back as well when you're an actual terrorist multiple times over, I think. Something people forget, that Johnny was part of, like, the group that took over, like, the Alaskan base in the first Metal Gear. Which means he's also got a short lifespan because he's a genome soldier that would have, like, all the, like, the bad, imperfect, you know, parts of Big Boss in him.
He must be getting nervous by now.
I don't understand how Johnny ever became, like, a U.S. soldier when he was, like, literally a known terrorist who, like, betrayed the country. Must have been desperate for, like, recruits. Johnny was also at present. Yeah, he's also part of that. Yeah, he was actually part there too. Yeah, he's very convincing somehow.
Stay down.
We gotta find the proper Torii gate to get through. After the end. Okay, seems to be a spirit with something. I don't care. I'm good. I'm good. Stop showing me everything. Stop. Please. Why are you flicking back and forth between all this stuff? I see it. Hey, do your thing. And it's probably like, look, the ex-president said it was a drill. Glitch? I don't know, it's weird. Okay, now it's back to normal. Alright, so, there's a Torii gate up here we can get, I guess. We don't need to worry about it over there, so we grab this Torii gate, and then it'll open something else up, I guess. And we're just gonna, like, make a path through the fog with the Torii gates. Ugh. Am I the only one who remembers that Johnny wore a mask the entire time? Yeah, but he only took it off at the end of 4 when he had to reveal that he was hot enough to, like, be able to, like, marry Merle. 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 The numbers, Merle. The numbers. Murloc now? Well, no, that's just Snake in general. Oh, we got police officer ghosts. But they're the same as, like, the regular Slenderman. Come at me, ghost. the big one. Boston makes me feel good. Trying to think if Snake was a terrorist too. Well, he was declared one because of, like, sort of like did sneak onto a U.S. military boat and was blamed for sinking it, even though he didn't. But not in the same way that Johnny, who was an actual terrorist. Overpriced tickets. A report written by KK regarding a group of baseball fans who disappeared. Acquiring this will grant you additional skill point. No, get baseball games in Shibuya without a horde of uninformed fans running through the streets. We found out that some of those fans had disappeared, leaving nothing but said uniforms behind, so it fell to me, to investigate. Didn't take me long to find out that the ones who'd vanished had all purchased their tickets through less than legitimate means. They'd go to the spot to pick up their tickets, then poof, gone. With that figured out, the first order of business was to grab some tickets ourselves using the same back alley channel. Specifically, there was a social media account that only shows up every night at 2 a.m. sharp offering the goods. We sold them, we told them we wanted tickets, and they told us to come out to a local underpass. At this point, I was thinking this might have nothing to do with the fog or visitors of the supernatural. I showed up at the destination, and the place was dimly lit, and I didn't seem to have anyone around. Right on cue, though, a guy in a baseball cap showed up, and I knew right away that he wasn't human. Went about how way you'd expect. Okay, that's not right. Went about the way you'd expect. He said he wouldn't take money for the tickets, but that I'd pay with my life. He started coming for me, but I made it clear that I wasn't buying his shit, if you catch my drift. After all that was sorted, we did some more digging, found out that there was a case for a few years back involving a scalper who was beaten to death at that very spot by an irate customer. I guess all the resentment he had over the incident turned him into a spectator. Real sad story. If you ask me, baseball, money, anything like that, none of this is worth dying over. This is some weird-ass ghost stories we're getting. Yeah, I went to buy tickets, and it turns out it was a ghost selling the tickets, and he tried to kill me. Case closed.
Let's get this shrine cleansed.
Scalper, I mean, yeah, if only all scalpers were just ghosts.
That should clear the fog.
And on we go.
Incognito beats, probably like stealth mode, right? Damn ghost scalping the PS5s. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to put that in here. Gotta make it topical, you know? Right, so now, okay, we can now clear another path. Up to here, and then maybe over to our next objective. Well, I guess it shows you what it clears the smoke of, so actually. How do I get these? That one clears a big area over there, but not really worried about it, no. Let's continue seeing what we can do here. As for Johnny, army recruiters would probably be okay with you having been a terrorist in the past as long as you do tell them that MIPS. That desperate, huh? I mean, I'm pretty sure he was older than the actual kind of recruitment age that most recruiters go for, too. At that point, he had to be in, like, his 30s. That ungodly noise. Isn't it a popular joke that army will take anybody? Yes. Oh, that's kind of freaky, like the paint lines are moving.
Tell me about it.
This area is cleansed. Heck yeah, Tinta, no, that was just someone's hair. Sorry to disappoint. Not the tentacles you wish for. I think I should have, like, found the new, like, ammo type at this point. You don't know where some magical ammo is, do you?
Eat up, pal.
Mei Ling
Going
went
too
from
fast.
an analyst to a Navy captain. I don't think the military cared that Johnny was a terrorist. Yeah, but Mei Ling was already, like, was never did anything like... Yeah, I'm pretty... God, I can't believe we're having a discussion over this. You realize if you're a terrorist, twice, like, once, in one case, you, like, nuclear... Like, take over a nuclear-armed base and threaten the U.S. with nukes. And then also then later take on... Help capture the president. They're not gonna let you onto a special anti-terrorism task force. After that, a few years later. Shrine Maniac's Diary. I heard that there was a Tory gate on the roof of a building around here. So cool, only in the big city, right? I'm gonna go visit it now. I'm supposed to get up there. Over there. And yet they did. Yeah, it's because it makes no sense. Well, I sent it when I made that video. Love listening to Dartigan's mouth try to keep up with his brain, so he just barrels through vocal flubs like a freaking... Yeah, that's just my style. I tend to, like, talk kind of fast, sometimes faster than I can think of words to say, so just like, you know what? There's a messed up that take.
Search
Disregard
around.
it, keep going.
There has to be a way to get higher up.
You get used to it. Oftentimes I'll think of something new to say while I'm in the middle of another sentence, so I'll just say, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna move on to this next thing I want to talk about. We got ballerina ghosts. Good. You know, the combat ain't too bad in the game. Especially once it starts... At the beginning, it's a little easy.
Mecha. What's it doing here?
Probably for the parking meter.
Well, I
But
guess
now
that
it's actually
makes-
kind of ramping up pretty nicely.
Wait, what?
Right, way up there. Not a lot of... I'm not a fan of Titus and Yuna's relationship at Final Fantasy X. I was alright with it. There's definitely been worse relationships in those games. Speaking like Final Fantasy 15, where they were supposed to like have a big romance and never really turned anything other than like, oh yeah, my bride-to-be is dead. Way up. Here we go. Squall? You know, Squall and Yorono actually was pretty sweet. They definitely had to work at it. And Squall's such an antisocial bastard. You had to watch the FF15 anime to get the relationship, like, oh my god, didn't you know anything? Well, they were childhood friends. That's really all the game tells you. I mean, really, all you really need to know, because that really just... Well, it really is. Combo!
You're on top of it, kid.
The relationship of Final Fantasy 15 was the bros. I mean, it was definitely better than the actual romance, wasn't it? Alright, over here. Still annoyed that Square locked half the plot line DLC. Well, they kind of had to since they couldn't make it into the actual game. Well, no, the DLC is different. I don't really... Well, it's mainly like the individual stories of the
giant
bros.
seems
I don't know if
regarding
that's the actual
power.
plot. I mean, it definitely,
Yeah, that's the
well, one of
problem.
them was kind of important. Yeah, like I did find that kind of annoying, so I'm not gonna disagree. But I was more disappointed by all the cut story content rather than what was put into the DLC. Right, let's see. I think I need to level up first. 40 big points to spin. Increase the fire rate for wind weaving attacks. Yeah, it's all 40 points if I do that, but we use that skill the most. Up next one will be that one. I need to get... There we go, now we can get that one next time. Like the boys being in Insomnia when it
Feel like I
fell,
could take
which
on the
was
world.
shown in an E3 trailer, but wasn't in the actual game. True, I remember that. As well as like seeing flashbacks to like, Noctis as a kid with his dad. That would have been, interesting. Focus less on the story, more on the bros. The bros. Where the bros? I mean, they were a good bunch of bros. We gotta admit that. Right, that opened up that, so now I can go down there. This is some weird-ass progression, by the way. Hey, let me grab the edge. Faster. Ghost. You still could explain it, Dartigan could explain it, but I would still be lost in the Ansem story. The Ansem. Ansem. That's the Kingdom Hearts guy, right? Yeah, well, that's the name he goes by at the beginning. But yeah. Just disregard everything after Kingdom Hearts 1, it's a lot easier. Did take pictures of Sydney with me during the final battle. I mean, I did too as well. Why wouldn't you? Quistis, though, she turns me on with all the leather and kink apparel. Well, it's better her than Selfie. What was her name? Selfie? Yeah, better her than Selfie. What with her and all of her lolicon charm. At least you like mature women. Ironic that her name predicted like a trend a few years later once, phones became like a, cell phones became a thing. Whoops. Hello, officer.
Okay, you alright? Worry about yourself. Gone too far.
Throws a street sign. Final Fantasy is one of those series that I know a lot about despite only playing two main... Well, you've probably seen some of my videos. You can get a lot of the story from just that, Okay, the next story getting a lock is that one over there. We just jumped up the building again, but I kind of like got lost. Wish Final Fantasy X hadn't given the player an option to rename Titus. It's kind of said in hindsight, yeah, they obviously didn't continue that trend and just give the main character a name. But the reason they did that is because all the previous Final Fantasy games let you rename every single character if you so wish, because they were all text anyway, so it didn't matter. So they just thought, okay, we'll keep that tradition alive only for the main character though, since we're going to voice acting. But as it turns out, it's like kind of weird when the other characters never know your name. You're just him. hate turn-based combat. It's not for everyone. I didn't like it at first. Like I remember, like I thought when I first borrowed the Final Fantasy VII from a friend, I thought it was gonna be like a cool action game, and they had the guy with the big sword on the back of it. And then when I actually started playing, I was like, oh, this is like a menu game. That's what I called RPGs when I was a kid, was menu games. Because you're just selecting options in a menu and seeing them carried out. So I was really disappointed. I didn't play it again for like a week. And then I was like, since I'd borrowed it from a friend, I was like, alright, I at least got talk about the opening of the game with him, I guess. So I played a little bit of it just so I could like then turn it back over to him. Like, yeah, it's pretty cool, I guess. Not my thing though. But then I actually was starting. That's actually was a defining moment in video games for me, since I before that I'd never really played a game that featured a story that hooked me. It was just like a save your girlfriend, you know, like, you know, or the princess, or like run right until you got to the end of the game. So I was like, oh wow, games can tell you a plot. Wedding preparations, haircut, check out venue, meet her parents. Usually you want to meet the parents before you know you're getting married, or like pop the question. Usually, especially in Japan, don't you gotta get like their like blessing? Right, we can now go to that Torii Gate. Continue the breadcrumb trail. I'm guessing meet the parents would be like meet them for dinner. Well, I'm guessing meet the parents means like the first time you've ever met the person's parents. I'm like, hey, can we get your blessing to be married? And he's like doing that a little backwards.
Huh? What's going on? It's that giant. It's like a hurricane. Looks like it brought some friends, too.
A lot of friends, actually. He brought all the anime schoolgirls. Oh shit.
All right.
There are more people a second ago. Oh, what the fuck? What can I see you for?
I'll live.
What was your reaction to when you got Darius' death? Well, I kind of already was spoiled about that because I knew it was going to happen. But I did like it. Good shit. Eat the rice balls that keep you alive. This game really needs like a dodge mechanic for when things get close to you. It's just a block maneuver. Oh, perfect block. Well, it does have that. Blocking immediately before an enemy attack lands will trigger a perfect block. A perfect block will parry an attack without taking any damage whatsoever. Okay, gotcha.
Act for this.
It's over. They're gonna show up. I wish they just let us know in advance.
Didn't expect Aerith's death, but I was so sleep deprived by the time I saw it that I had no reaction. Yeah,
We're
a
not
lot
gonna
of
be
Final
able to
Fantasy
get
VII
anywhere
was
near that.
spoiled to me by my friends talking about it, so I kind of already knew a lot of stuff before I even played it. I just didn't know what the gameplay was until I actually played it.
Clean out
So it really wasn't. It's like
wandering
Final
around
Fantasy 8 and
there.
9 were the ones I played without ever being spoiled, especially when it came to Final Fantasy 9.
So, what are we going to do then?
Simple. We cut straight through. I'll lead the way. Come on.
Questus or Lulo? Lulo. You know me. I like goths.
Cut through the fog? Can we really just do that?
Don't worry. Rinko and the others came up with a way to do it. Just have to hope it works.
Give me the ghost udon. Lead the way, you're in his hand. Well, he's gonna hold the hand in front of him. It's got powers, you know. Book report? Line to the ramen shop. A report by KK regarding a ramen shop attracting a monstrous clientele. Requiring this will grant you additional spirit points. And we'll read it. It's always like, oh, this is another weird thing, doesn't make any sense. Normally a ramen shop attracting a line of hungry folks night after night is nothing to write home about. People like a nice hot bowl of ramen after work, no mystery there. Now if you had a ramen shop with a line full of monsters, that'd be something. Though, and that's exactly what we've been hearing rumors about. Some famous joint that had shut down apparently had big old lines of monsters forming for it, so we decided to pay a visit to the site and see what was up. Dale was keen on going himself, but I'm pretty sure he was just in it for the ramen. Ed came along too, but he just played a recording of himself giving a big lecture on the history of ramen the whole way there. Weird company aside, 3 guys heading out for a quick bowl of ramen sure does take me back to my younger days. We got to the place and found sure enough a big line outside packed with beefy looking monsters. They were all just standing around though, not going inside, so we spooked them a little and got them to disperse. When we got inside, the place was thick with a scent of pork belly and, I don't know, humanity. It was like you could almost feel emotions wafting through the air. Turns out the owner had turned into some kind of malevolent specter. He was still just cooking up a storm. Asked what the deal was, and he told me that he'd helped his protege set up his own shop, only for the punk to go and open a right in the same neighborhood and start siphoning off his customer base. The restaurant biz is cutthroat, I tell you. Owner told us that he'd ordered a bowl of ramen and ate it. He'd let us purge him. Wasn't offended at the idea. We barely know what's in normal restaurant food, right? But I took one for the team and went along with it. It was, let's call it a unique experience. Learned a lot from the food from the underworld from that meal. Ed better appreciate that I did there, though, I'll tell you that. On the way back, we stopped to have some actual ramen, and Dale was all over it. Ed refused to touch it. His intel was ice cold. Said something about carbs being better for your body when they're cold. Probably should have introduced him to Tsukimen. That would have done the trick. Oh well. Lore. If our MC jacked off, what would his experience? Wow, that you're hitting right to the heart of the questions that need to be answered. How does this guy masturbate with like a ghost hat? You know what? No idea. Got nothing. But, chat member, you win tonight for being the person who weirded me out the most. For having that thought cross your head. Legend of the Giants. Long, long ago, giants roamed these lands. Their movements were about powerful winds. Great mountains rose in their wake, and even their footprints formed massive canyons. These giants weren't known as Daidara Bochi. Wait, I recognize that word. Dude, that was in like the very end of Naruto, wasn't it? Yeah. See, manga does teach you things, chat. Make a donation. Could find more Tanuki. Wish I could find what I'm looking for. Wish to recover health. Wish to recover SP. More Jizo statues, please. It turns out they weren't actual monsters. KK just seems... These people of a different race as monsters. Is that what it is? This is just, racism.
It worked, right?
How much Japanese have you picked up from anime? Very little. I don't really try to learn a foreign language by watching anime. Plus, I don't really watch much anime. Like I mentioned before, it's usually manga that I have time for. Anime takes too long to watch. And most anime is, like, displeasing to me. Like, here's another series about a bunch of cute high school girls doing cute high school girl things. You want to watch that and then buy thousands of dollars worth of merchandise? And I'm like, no, I could do without. But they're, like, really cool, and one's a Tsundere angel and the other's a witch. And like, nah, I'm good. Hello, Dart chat. How's the game so far? You know what? It's got its unique angle. It needs a little more, though. It feels like one of those games that definitely needs a sequel that does things better. Yeah, I'm guessing the ghost cops have, like, ghost vests because they can take a lot of shots. Someone else attacking this one? Oh, we gotta stop this one now. Not liking the first person? I mean, it'd be really weird if it's in third person, I think, if you're, like, shooting your finger guns. Oh?
That actually went pretty well.
Yeah, could have been a lot worse.
Was it in third person be like Infamous? You'd have to, like, do the combat a little bit differently, I think.
So many.
Why do people not like first person perspective that much anymore? I've been noticing a trend of that. A lot of people complain that they didn't like Cyberpunk because it was also in first person. I never really had a problem with first person perspectives before, but I've been noticing, like, more and more people like, no, I don't want to play first person games. And I don't really get it myself. Like, I like third person and first person. I mean, I generally don't really have a problem with either one. First person makes me anxious due to the reduced POV. Well, to be honest, you can make an argument that that's, you know, making the experience better if it's, like, meant to be, you know, making you anxious like a horror game or something.
You might find a cop-out if we look hard enough.
I'd rather run into a Tengu myself.
You a big Tengu fan or something?
I wouldn't go that far. I just like them.
Conversations by video games.
You better watch your step, or you're gonna trip and fall.
Can I, like, not swim?
Watch yourself.
Bad. Real bad.
Big guys like this, you know, need, like, the superpower.
Don't even try to stop us.
Moving on.
Y'all ever just itch your balls in just the right spot? Where did you just itch your balls at, chat member? That's the only reason you'd be asking that question. Because you just found, like, oh, that's the right spot. At least that's what I'm assuming. Made you, like, consider that. What's up, Gabby, by the way? How you doing? You guys no balls? Well, everyone's itchy. Somewhere. I need to get over there. But, of course, find another Torii gate I gotta crack open. Actually, maybe I don't. Hey, like in this game, it's alright. Or like, especially since it doesn't seem like it's gonna take that long to get through. If this game were longer, though, I'd start to like, yeah, okay, this ain't really deserving of this length of a video game. But since I should be able to finish it by tomorrow, I'm like, yeah, I'm fine with it.
In there.
It's just mainly like, you know, some decent first-person combat. My feelings on this topic, your balls usually tell you the right spot. Yeah, I never had to guess. Usually hard to miss. Ugh.
Head for the back.
Wasn't this game meant to be spooky? I mean, that's what I thought it was going to be when I first saw it, but it's not really spooky.
Can we get the power
I mean, it has
back on?
moments.
Yeah.
Like now we're fighting in the dark.
Past that flashlight.
Flashlight? Oh, that's not a flashlight.
Try using spectral vision. Never know what we might find.
Felt that one. Sure woke me up. Good, good.
Your quads are becoming sore from lifting? Good, that means it's working. My legs are kind of sore today too, because I did my leg day the other day. Today was all about, you know what, I'm gonna recover. It's what it's like to be blind, isn't it? You like sending out the echolocation you've learned. Here.
What the hell is that?
Akibeko. Type of folk art hailing from Fukushima depicting a rotund red cow. Share with me your culture.
Corruption's making things harder for us.
You did Zercher squats and they're different. What's a Zercher squat? Like, I do 3 different styles of squats, but I've never heard of a Zercher before. Did Stairmaster 8 men's politically, 10 bike, 25 arms. Oh, nice. It's pretty good sets. How's life? I am peachy. Well, I mean, I just got nothing bad to report, so I figure that's a good indication. How's life with you, sir? Oh crap, it's another big lady. Hey, lady, I'm not even over there. Wow, I gotta commend this game. It's got some of the tightest hitboxes I've ever seen. It can, like, if it's like an inch past their shoulder, it's still missing. Oh, shit. What? Really? It just came up behind me, whacked me in the head. Hold the barbell in the crooks of your elbows and squat right down with your elbows inside your thighs. Oh, okay. I usually, when I use weights for my squats, I'm actually using hand weights generally. I gotta do the first part of this again. Oh no, wrong way. Periods suck ass? I mean, I have never heard a good thing about them. Do I have a bubble butt? I don't know. No one's ever said that I have.
Head for the back. Great. More of these things. All the times.
Can we get the power back on?
Yeah, breaker should be over past that flashlight.
I don't want to fight the
Try using
knife lady
spectral
while it's
vision.
dark.
Never know what we might find. More than
you know. Do you get compliments hit on when you go out? I've had people compliment me before saying that I'm, you know, in good shape. Or that I look like I take care of myself, so I suppose so. I usually don't go like asking people like for compliments though, which is usually how you get them when you're a guy. Like, you're like, hey, noticing different? You like casual flex, so people can see that, you know, see the definition. That's not really me.
New skills now.
Usually whatever clothes I'm wearing would cover up any definition. And I'm still like by far not even close to like anything special. Got a lot of people after me right now. See, eat the food. Sorry, I'm in like concentration mode right now, chat. Go back there and turn the lights back on so I can freaking see some shit.
This?
Red shoes. A pair of red shoes that would fit a young girl and in fact supposedly belonged to one that was taken away to a faraway land. Anyone else in here watch Breaking Bad or in Better Call? I'm going to guess several people probably have. Kind of a popular thing for a few years back. Didn't I find the switch to open this up real easy last time? Was this game full price? It's a $60 game. You don't like it? It's alright if you don't. Leave the serious video games to me, chat. You stick with Minecraft. Here we are.
Corruption's making things harder for us.
Now we can see you're good. Give me my piggy.
What's this?
But, no, there we go. Let's not die to the scissor lady this time, please. Then again, I think I've killed most of the stuff in here, so I should be good. Because it wasn't the scissor lady that killed me, it was the cop that came up behind me. Not worth $60, that's for sure, but, I mean, what's your definition of a $60 game, then? running a little low on ammo here. Now I'm in a corner. Eat the food. Considering inflation, most games are worth 60. Well, actually, they're going to 70 these days, you know. Maybe, let me try a different, you know, pick some green tea. Witcher 3. So your definition of a $60 only $60 games that can exist are giant open world games that have like enough content to keep you for like over 100 hours. Yeah, Chad, you can't really like define a game's value by its playtime, I feel. Because I can think of a lot of really long games that are totally shit, and I would never recommend you pay full price for. You know which ones. And also, it's always subjective anyways. What's worth $60 to you may not be worth $60 to someone else. I mean, like Assassin's Creed with that, among others. Examples: Yakuza 0, Spider-Man PS. I mean, there's probably a lot of value to be found in Yakuza, but some people are really into those games who disagree strongly on that. Spider-Man PS4, despite being, I mean, actually some of those games you mentioned I would consider to be definitely worth full price when they came out. Also, obviously full price is only something that's temporary. Eventually, after a few years, no game is worth full price anymore, despite its quality. If you want to make the argument that something isn't worth full price, you have to make the argument if something is worth full price, how long should it, you know, be staying full price? Should Elden Ring remain a $60 to $70 game for like the next 3 years? Maybe? Or maybe even longer? Maybe the next 10 years it remains costing full price? After all, it's very high quality, right? So trying to make the argument something's, you know, value based on subjective feelings like that is always a difficult one for you. Speaking metaphorically, it doesn't matter if you're speaking metaphorically. You're making a statement. But I'm talking about generally what everyone is talking about, the topic at hand, not just you, what you were saying. Bandai has a say, yes, it will be full price for another 10 years. I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, the only company I know of that does that is Nintendo, actually. It's under the sheet.
Take a look.
Dark Souls 3 is still full price? I didn't have to pay full price for it.
That was Rinko's custom ride.
Damn. But
It's a little chunky for a
custom about
motorcycle.
it?
Got some kind of anti-spirit tech, from what I heard.
Well, we're definitely Ghostbusters now. We got a ghost-busting
Theory,
motorcycle.
gotta get us through the fog.
How about in reality?
Quiet. Give me a sec.
Assassin's Creed Origins for $12 today? Well, it's been several years since that game came out. Anti-spirit tech, shh, just go with it.
Of course not. There's no gas in it.
Doesn't it run off spirit energy?
Plus, the custom turbocharger's busted. We'll need a replacement turbine wheel to get it running again. The real problem's the fragrant underworld oil.
Of course.
The what?
This is no ordinary bike. It's got the power to cut right through that fog. But to do that, it needs special oil from the other side. And we're fresh out.
Okay, so how do we get some?
Dunno.
Do we really need the bike if it's just the oil that makes it capable of doing that? Can we just like lather that onto ourselves?
If you don't know, then what are we supposed to do?
Alright, the
Better
phone
get
call
that.
of plot progression has just come
Someone's gonna
through.
force their help on us.
Wait, why would they why would they be having a payphone inside their building to take calls? What? That makes no sense. Or object corruption research notes. Throughout the world, there have always been objects and people that claim to bring misfortune to their owners. They call them cursed or corrupted, but scientifically speaking, but it changes what actually taking place inside them. It's a subject that I find to be deep interest. It's easier than you'd expect to come across these kinds of objects in day-to-day life. It didn't take me much digging at all to find something that immediately sparked my interest. I'd love to research it, but I'm not too keen to test my luck buying it myself. I think I'll send KK to get it instead. Turns out something actually wrong with the thing. I'm sure he can handle it.
That's the Rinko I know. Never.
Exorcism, man. I have spiritual powers. If there are things troubling you that you can't see, I can help you. Call me anytime. Confidentiality guaranteed. Rapid, best-in-class exorcisms.
Holds back.
Yeah, I
Would a
don't know why
secondhand
you'd have
shop
like a
really deal with
payphone in your
something like
office
that?
or a garage.
Lots of things end up on their shelves. Most folks wouldn't
Game is the worst when it comes to sales. Epic and GOG usually has sweet deals.
Definitely worth
You all
checking
see them
out.
just like no only holidays. I mean, usually they're having the same sales at the same exact time as Steam. Obviously, the Steam sales aren't as epic as they used to be. I remember they used to have like massive deals. You could buy entire catalogs of games. But I guess that was like too generous, and they had to cut back on it.
No need to talk, just listen
They
to
say
my
he rigged his
instructions.
phone to ring periodically.
That voice. It's Ed.
You're in the garage, which means you're trying to use Rinko's motorbike. And now you don't know where to find the necessary fragrant underworld oil. I've told you before, KK, but I'm sure you'll have forgotten, am I right?
Smart guy.
Kiss my ass.
He's so smart. Why doesn't he ever talk to us
Find the
live
oil
on
in
the phone?
places where the underworld's interference is especially potent. Anyway, you can see it spilling over into
It's
our
so
world.
bizarre. They don't want to have the main character have a telephone conversation with certain characters, so it's always like a phone recorded message.
Any idea where to look?
Not yet. Let's find a good vantage point. Scope out the area. Round here, best bet might be the Mitake real estate building.
Didn't we do this earlier in the game? Now we get to do it again. So we're high up. Scout run. Okay, game. I'll play things your way. To be honest, I like the interactions between Akito and KK. It's kind of hard to like interactions like that so much when you're just a guy talking to his
So,
hand.
Ed,
Usually,
does
I
he
think it's
usually
better, always better if you have like
communicate
an
with words like
actual two characters looking and
pretty
talking to each
much.
other.
Sometimes we'll go a week or
Dart,
more
you made
without
me
saying a
yawn.
word
I'm
of
sorry. I
this.
know they're like contagious.
One time I wanted to make him talk, so I told him there was a ninja hiding behind him.
And did that work?
Nope. But later he sent me a 20-minute recording of ninja facts.
In fact, ninjas don't actually run with their hands dangling behind their back. Tune in next week for more fun ninja facts.
That bike of Rinko's has some serious mods on it, huh?
Yeah, those guys are all into that kind of thing.
Fun
Rinko's
ninja fact,
really
they didn't actually wear black clothes.
Not just with the bike either. One
Fun
time
fact
she
as
even
well, they
built
also
her own
didn't use
cleaning
katanas.
robot. That was mainly because she died before she'd pick up her broom, though.
Okay, find high spot. Go high spot. Ugh. Sorry, I'm yawning again. Comes from a lot. I didn't get very much sleep last night. Can you tell? So where are we going? Okay, so it's off in the fog again, so we gotta find a way to break that open, which is, I'm guessing, starting there. Progression is a little off in this game. Yeah, maybe I should make my bow more powerful. Increase the bow's quiver size to 13. Increase bow draw speed. Air bead extra set. Enables you to equip 2. So that could be pretty good, actually. Consumables increase the consumable carrying capacity to 7 of each type of item. Okay, we actually need to do maybe some of this. There we go. Maybe the talismans too. Cyberpunk is now a competent but a little disappointing PS5 game worth a play. Yeah, I mean, it took them over a year though. That's how long they should have delayed the gameplay. Cyberpunk is still kind of broken with a lot of bugs, but truly... Hold on, I'm dying. Sorry about that. My throat got really dry all of a sudden. So who else is like eyeballing GPU prices every day to see if they've gone down anymore? Because it does seem like they are going down. You can actually now get like a 3070 for a pretty fair price. Still waiting for the 3080s to drop below $1,000 though. Don't die, I need your zen-inducing voice to get through my work days. Oh, you really use it for that? I'm still proud. So is it just the videos, or do you go like watching the recordings of the live streams? Where you get like a far longer stretch of my voice? And with less like ding noise effects going on. I do like it when the weird stuff like catches outside your peripheral vision of like the, you know, like the paint lines floating around. Neat. Okay, how do we get up there?
What's with him?
Careful. I think he might be stronger than the others.
I have them run on my phone and through my earbuds. I'm grooming dogs. Oh, a dog groomer. My mom once did that job for a little while. So definitely that way to give you something to, like, I guess, listen to while you're like, instead of the hair trimmer you got running. Levelness of your cadence really helps my focus and stay calm when dogs are being fussy. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, considering how often people talk about my voice, I'm probably missing out on not doing an ASMR channel. I don't really know how to do ASMR. Plus, I guess if I'm doing ASMR, I'd be like whispering into a microphone, so that might be just change it and make it like less interesting.
It's hard work.
Maybe I should just have like a channel where I like read like news articles or something. I don't know. It made me miss. What's the ending did you get on Cyberpunk? I went with the Nomad ending. Since I went with the Nomad beginning, and you know, Pan Am seemed kind of nice. So I like, you know, I'll continue this thing I'm doing with her. There are people who do podcasts where they read stories to help people. The thing with reading stories, though, is that those are possibly copyrighted. You get in trouble for reading them. Do an unboxing channel for Funko Pop. I don't buy Funko Pops, though. I don't really want to. I mean, I don't know how I do it. Probably should like do a podcast or something. Or I mean, maybe I should like do a podcast with Kate, since we both got similar cadence even. I should read old school ghost stories, urban legends. Man, I don't really have an interest in that. That's something my mom is really into, but not me.
Don't worry about me, Akito. Just go.
No, I think I'd actually just read really cringy fan fiction.
Never leave.
And like with a complete
Not
deadpan
until I
voice.
save you.
Write your own stories? I'm not that good at that.
Yeah.
I've tried it before.
That's the way to use my power.
Yeah, by making phone calls. Here we go. Now we can get up. Sonic fanfiction. There is other types of horrifying fanfiction besides just Sonic, you know. Ooh, read the Sonic X Peach. No. If I read any Sonic fanfiction, it's gonna be the most cursed thing in existence. It'd be like the only time I get to read it, and then well, actually, you know what? We would do that. That'd be like the end of the channel right there. Anyone who knows about the most cursed piece of Sonic fan fiction knows what I'm talking about. Just even thinking of it is like, ugh, I feel dirty now. We got 2 gates. Oh, hair girl. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Watch their movement. All right. Don't give up. It's not that bad.
Oh, low on ammo here. Oh, the shit, there's one on each side. Luckily, this ghost is not stuck behind a tree. Oh, well, I made a plant grow. Wrong talisman. Really glad that this Sonic fanfic you speak of and myself have never called. Be thankful. Be fucking thankful. I'm not even kidding. It's that bad. Pregnant, My Little Pony, and Sonic Alpha Omega. No, there's worse. That ain't even close to how bad I can get. I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. One of those kind of moments. Like you come away from it even like either a damaged or stronger man. Tengu turf war. The Tengus had a turf war. I gotta read about that. Got me some intel about frequent accidents in Shibuya's redevelopment area. There's always construction going on at night or day there, normally anyway. This time, I couldn't find anybody working or no. Apparently it was because everything was on pause while they investigated the cause of all the accidents. We were talking ordinary workplace mishaps or something like that. It'd be rooted out and solved in no time, but getting to the bottom of this case turned out to be a lot trickier than it looks like. Took a guy like me who can see what people aren't normally supposed to see to have any hope of finding the truth. So I was searching through a building under development, and this gang of monster creeps dropped in near the top, followed by some Tengu in pursuit, looking ready to go get rowdy. I'm guessing they were in some kind of turf war. The Tengu eventually noticed me and started squawking at me to help them out. Told them I would. They hoisted me all the way up, and then I took down the monsters for them like they wanted, like we were some kind of floating attack platform. The baddies were nothing to write home about, except the last one that pulled a suicide run on me. If I hadn't been so quick to protect myself, it would have been in some deep shit. Once the monsters were gone, the Tengu took off, and without so much as a thank you. As far as I'm concerned, nobody ought to give their labor for free. I'm hoping one day they'll repay the favor. We'll see. Are you talking about the rapist? What? No, I'm talking about a specific piece of Sonic fanfiction around that's all about Tails. That the character Tails, all this Sonic fanfiction will be lost. Like, it would be nice if it were lost. That's the only good thing that could come out of it because of it. Lost forever. It's like the Necronomicon of fanfiction. It's like once you read it, you either go mad or you just see things you weren't supposed to see. Have a bush. Okay, it's again wrong seal. I need ammo badly. I don't know why Dart saying have a bush is making me giggle. I literally threw a talisman on the ground and made like a magical bush grow.
Your call.
It's not. It's really for like if you want to like have stealth in an area, and I keep forgetting I have the wrong talisman equipped. start like cleansing the gates. Need to cleanse all of them before the thing will let me in. I now have cheese balls. Well, congrats. Are they like the good kind, or like are we talking like the cheese? Well, not cheese balls or cheese puffs. There's different kinds. Let's go ahead and take care of the. We'll grab this gate first. Sorry, Dar, you must waste time before Plot Evans. Yeah, they really want you to do all this fucking Tory Gate business. Like the most time-wasting stuff you can keep making me do. Not a fan. This gate. Where I get that one actually. The first hentai I ever came across was Goku and Chi-Chi, only they weren't calling him Groku. Alright. There's some pretty messed up moments in the original, like, actual manga anyways. The always is like your first hentai something you always remember. I never even thought of that before. You'll never forget it. This time I didn't make a bush drill. Goku's your way of figuring out if someone was a boy or a girl. Yeah, it's kind of messed up when you think about it. Civilization Falls or Legacy Sonic porn. I mean, I'm glad you remember the name of it, but trust me, there's worse than that, whatever that is. I won't even mention the name of it because I don't want anyone going to look for it. Alright, now we can finally get into the lookout and find where we gotta go next. Main hall. Oh, we can make donation. Right, we'll donate the full 500 again. You know what? Wish. To recover SP. Spirit points? Sure.
Talk about someone having your back.
And it will be messaging you for the name of that damn fanfic. No, you don't want to see it. Trust me. It is that bad. It is horrific. This is not something you go looking for for morbid interest. I know it's making you want to see it, but I swear to God, you do not want to go look it up. It's not worth knowing about.
Could be worse.
Does Tails get pregnant? Oh, if only that was the thing that happened in it. The wind carries faint strains of the Tokyo abundance. Some rare things on sale, stranger! Finally we saw it. I'll buy it at a high price. Alright, stun talisman's pretty good. Picket, decoys, Hoosier. I guess we'll buy Katashiro somewhere. What are you buying? Meow. I thought he'd say it again, maybe. Nope. It is the fanfic. It's not fanfic. It's technically the Sonic thing. It's actually an actual drawn comic. They put effort into it. So you get visuals to go along with it. Here you go, shoes. Oh fuck, it's a Dartigan. I guess you would call it that. I know what you're talking about, and I agree. See, even the ones who know what I'm talking about agree that it's not something that should be shared with anyone else. It should be buried forever beneath the sands. Jesus statues, please.
Did you actually pray?
Of course.
Anything here? So I already raided this room. Gun's not just about shooting stranger, it's about reloading. No, I don't remember. For some reason, that's a line I don't remember saying. Weird. Will I play Stranger of Paradise? Yes. As soon as I finish up Elden Ring, I'll be playing that. All these rooms and streets look almost exactly the same. Well, there is some there are some reused stuff in the game, definitely. But that's the case of an open world game. Then again, I expect there to be some similarity between streets in like a single district, somewhat. As well as like a shrine, there's gonna be similar things. We should level up. We got points to spend. Alright, let's see. Back to ethereal weaving. I want to get this. Quiver size, yeah, why not?
I feel like I could take on the world.
Or just ghosts. You know, spending more money, why not? And more Tanuki. Making a lot of demands from the gods here, aren't I?
Pony up.
I think it was worth it.
Earthenware statues and figures producing during Japan's Kofun period. Wait, I did all that? I thought this is where I needed to go. Shit. This isn't what I needed. What did I need to do again? Well, we need to clear it so we can get to the next place, but Jesus. Alright. Thankfully, that's like the edge of the map over there. We don't have to worry about what's outside that, but then we get all this area done here. But most of the fog clearing seems to be almost done. Except for this area up here at the top. I'm starting a new recording, by the way. Right, down here we go. Did you ever equip another... you know, I did not, I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. Let's see, we got gust speeds on. Cognito makes you longer, the enemies will detect you. Increases the effects duration of stun, sleuth. Allows you to sense KK's investigation notes within a radius and nourishment. Here's the amount of HP recovered. Aqua. You know, we'll go with the flame beats. Looks like we can still unlock one more bead bracelet to wear. Why I didn't jump across the building tops, that's always way faster, but you know what, I'm a dummy. I see Dartigan is accessorizing well. They make me stronger. Turns out my fashion sense as a high schooler, where I would like, you know, wear bracelets, was onto something.
Gotta get out.
Okay, little too close to the edge there. Yes, follow me into the dark alley, please. Throw your umbrella at me. Kind of disappointed we won't be getting an earth power to... It's really only these three. It is, I was kind of thinking we get a fourth or something. Besides like the bow and talismans we got. Oh, this is like a Kodama, isn't it? We should probably grab that while we're here, because those can like give you Magatama.
More red cherry blossoms. Tree's corrupted.
Bloodthirsty Mitoke.
Looks like we've got company. Time to roll.
See too many of those. Okay, maybe ruin it. Hey, you want to hear the most annoying sound in the world, chat? Ghosts. Fuck all of you. You're gonna come out that way. Or use my devil trigger. I think I used that. That was a lot of shit they were throwing at me. Double trigger guy. You know, I make that joke all the time though whenever I get like a power-up mode in a game.
Yes, good work. Let's cleanse the tree.
Fins, purge, bird. Hey Dory, I'm curious, what do you think is the most annoying visitor in this game? None of them are that bad, to be frank. They're all just kind of like, they move toward you in a pretty predictable way, and then you shoot at them. But the one that's the toughest, though, is the lady with scissors, since she's, like, kind of tanky. I swear I'm hitting these two buttons. Why is this always so jank to, like, release the energy? Come here, little naked tree guy.
Now that's how cherry blossoms should look.
Just
No
add
fully
beer
charged
and
fire
plenty
weaving
of
shit on her. Well, that's what I've been using, but it still takes a couple of them. Wait, wasn't it supposed to give me like... I did all that for just 2 of these things? That's bullshit. I wanted like the Magatama. Well, I'm not gonna do that again if that's my reward. Fuck that. We gotta get... Okay, we get up there now. What was that about a naked tree guy? Like the little tree spirit things. Fatality. Why is there a phone ringing? Sometimes in the game there are phone ringing, but I didn't hear one. Alright, how do we get up there?
He must be getting nervous by now.
Kodama, yeah, it's a little kodamas. They're like little shrubs with legs. Here we go, that's how we get in. I'm assuming we can ride this up. Well, didn't go up nearly as far as I would hope. It's gonna waste. Yeah, we got another one. Day heights, this doesn't really count as like bad heights for me.
Alright.
Plus there's no fall damage in this
Scope out
game.
the area.
Gotta find that stuff for the bike.
The view from above this fog is crazy. I've never seen anything like it. It's almost like it's climbing up the walls. I'll send you a picture. So we're going to be able to find spirit oil with this.
So, gasoline, a turbine wheel, and underworld interference.
Oh, there's...
Hey, nice car. Bet we could liberate a turbine wheel from it.
Probably some gas, too.
Couldn't we do that from any of the cars that are closer, though? And would the turbine wheel of a car fit in a motorcycle?
Something different about that Torii gate. Let's go check it out.
Only that specific car will do it. It's gonna be that model.
Okay, we know where to go. Up to you to get us there.
All right, car
Great,
first,
makes me sound like a
then
chauffeur.
purple gate. All right.
So where do we start?
Oh, wherever you like.
That Torii gate has a super boss? Well, it'd be like the
All roads will lead
technically
to
just a
him
regular
one way or
boss, I
the
feel.
other.
Don't stay in the fog.
Wait, I'm in the
It'll
fog?
kill ya.
Doesn't even look like I'm in the fog there, but whatever. I'll take your word for it. You'd like to get a Japanese trunk? Aren't they like kind of tiny? Like have very tiny cabins too. Not fight the hair goes though. Fight the Tingo, they're just noisy, but they're there to actually help you. We'll activate this Torii gate to get rid of the gas. You know, Chad, what this game is actually based on isn't ghosts, it's based off those chemical nerve attacks that happened in the Japanese subway in the 90s. That's what all the gas stands for, you know. Serengeti. Yeah, it was done by a cult too. So maybe that's what the cultists were dealing with and they're like based off of.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I'll see.
That's dark. I mean, I'm just making it very... I sometimes do edgy humor, you realize. But it's a real thing that happened. Got fucked up.
Hey, I think you're strong enough for
Shinra. Yeah, the cult's still around, too.
I'll let you decide what to go for.
I think that actually wasn't like the leader of it recently just finally executed after years of being on, you know, in death row. Keep telling it to find me more Jizo statues, but I think prayers in this game are about as useful as the prayers in real life.
How do you feel?
Like we're not alone.
How does one? That should have cleared some fog away. And we talk about how apparently Mawaru Penguin Drum is apparently some sort of musing or commentary about the Tokyo subway attacks. Is that like an anime name or something? So I'm not sure what Mawaru Penguin Drum is, other than you tell me. I guess it could only be this car because this car had its headlights on. That's the only reason we can like take the turbine wheel from it. Makes sense, right? Get these ghosties.
Good. Now to help more.
Rush, you have a good night, man. Thanks for being here. Still following? No, we're good. Alright. I don't think we have any tools that would, you know, take apart an engine, but alright.
They've got a spare gas can.
We just ripped the turbine wheel out of this car barehanded.
Shape's all wrong.
It won't work?
Damn it, Rinko. Why'd you have to use parts nobody can
Okay, never mind. They actually followed logic. The turbine wheel won't fit.
Huh. Hey, look!
Hey, my foot!
Damn it.
Oh, it's one of those, you know, ghosts, ice ghosts. I've heard of those. I found one of those in Neo as well. Oh, they're doing another thing like, oh, we're separated from KK moment. That seems to be happening a lot.
KK!
Like, we gotta force the stealth upon the gamer.
Where are you?
Yuki-One, yeah, they're like... I remember that was a bitch of a boss to beat in Neo 1. Notice how that, like, when I'm, you know, without KK, like, the right side of my vision is, like, peripheral is, like, blocked out. He's just right down there. That can't be that easy.
Goddamn things. Akito, do something already!
Oh, we gotta, like,
I'll
snipe
try.
him.
I'll get rid of them.
Got some more company! Yeah! That's how you do it!
Hey, since you're like a ghost, can't you, like, float toward me? Ow. A nice layup.
I need arrows.
Anase, use your spirit. First-person games love bows, don't they? Why can't there be a bunch of Japanese high school girls who want to drain my spirit energy? Ah!
Akito! More incoming!
Yeah.
Any more?
They just keep coming.
Oh, big guys. Oh, fuck. I'm about to die. I'm giving you headshots.
Yeah.
Good. I think that's the last of them.
What do you
Gotta
think
get
of the
over
concept
KK.
of super bosses? What do you mean, like in-game bosses that are tougher than the final boss of the game? They usually show up in RPGs. I'm fine with them, as long as they're optional. They're usually meant for like the people who have spent all their time min-maxing their abilities in game and can actually deal with them. Sometimes though, if you like expect me to play it and like beat it though, that might be an issue.
That was impressive. You handled yourself well.
Thanks.
I mean, anything that's optional is fine. I'm going to usually be fine with because it's optional.
Never
We have
realized
held out
just
our
how
other
safe
hand
it
to fuse him.
feels in here.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
What does mid-max mean? It means like max out your strategy, like your stats for like fighting something. Kind of like an old term for like a lot of RTS
Still need
games
to find
using.
that turbine wheel.
Let's gather up the
Though
other
they
stuff first.
no, well actually that was usually like micro and macro. Where'd the ice bitch go? I don't know. I'm guessing we'll be finding her maybe the next place. Sorry, dog. I've fed too many of you already. I gotta make progress now. Also, it's so disrespectful to call her the ice bitch. Maybe she's like just a good, nice person. Something about this game's visuals irk me, and I don't know what. Is it just that they're very colorful? Is it the fact that the raindrops are made of kanji? I mean, it's going for like mainly a realistic look of Tokyo. It's not really doing anything special. So maybe you just don't like, maybe you're racist and you don't like the Japanese, I don't know. Like, damn it, I don't like Tokyo. Hey Ed, you got another recording for me?
Bet you boys are having trouble with that turbine wheel. My baby will only take parts from exotic vehicles. Regular parts won't cut it. But if you head under the scramble crossing, there's a car show going on. I figured KK would have known that, though.
Super boss in Etrian 4, that every 4 turns will use a skill that will wipe all your entire party. So how do you have a way of stopping it? I mean, there's usually something usually very cheap about all super bosses. I mean, Emerald Weapon, for like finding that in Final Fantasy 7, you need to get a special material or else you had a time limit.
Sure does sound full of herself.
Probably enjoying watching us struggle.
Good times.
Well, you are pretty funny when you struggle.
Funny. If I'm in trouble, so are you. Got it.
Wasn't like there a super boss in Final Fantasy 12 that has like tens of millions of hit points? Like the most hit point heavy boss ever made, I think. I remember reading about that. It's just like a big dragon too.
Something else just showed up. Definitely not on ours.
More visual flair from the trailer I had seen. That's pretty much every game though, I feel. In my opinion, it just seems like it's Ubisoft. It's not nearly as tiresome as Ubisoft Open World, because it's a much smaller open world than that. This is really only like a single district of a city. So, not nearly as like bloated. Oh, actually, accidentally let one of those cubes get like drained. Whoops. Okay, I saved 2 of them.
You're getting the hang of it.
Good to hear. I was listening. Definitely, it's definitely only. This is only probably gonna take me 1 more stream, versus something like the 10 it would take for like a Ubisoft game generally. Not only did Yamatsi have a bullshit amount of health. Oh, that was the name of it, wasn't it? At a certain point, you do a set amount of damage, and there's a chance you could heal it to full health. Oof. Yeah, I'm glad it. I mean, I guess that's like a masochist level fight, isn't it? I'd never do it. Okay, where are we heading next, by the way? Let me check my map. Alright, okay, we'll go to this one that's closest, then we'll, like, use fast travel to get over there for that one. Jesus. So this one's the gate, isn't it? The Black Tower. Find some fragrant underworld oil. Giant summon a Shibuya on the ritual. Okay, gotcha. Oh, there's a Jizu statue there, so we'll mark that and grab it. That ups my... Let's give me more, like, ammo after all. Ever beat Ozma in FF9? Yes. He's kind of a tricky one to beat, too, because you do have to, like, go around finding a bunch of random enemies that pop up throughout the game that want items, and you have to give them the specific item. Otherwise, like, it becomes very hard to beat Ozma, because you can't do anything but magic attacks on him. He's actually not that difficult once you actually can actually do physical attacks to him. You just have, compared to other Final Fantasy Super bosses, really.
That was high up. How do we even reach it?
Doubt we can get to it from here. Maybe try checking the highway.
Checking the highway? Oh, actually. Yeah, I need to go get that Jizu statue.
Ready to go, partner.
Got up so much higher buildings. I guess there's no Tingus around it to like help me fly up it. It's so dark.
Found religion, huh?
At times like this? Yeah.
Wouldn't the practical option be to get to the Torii gate just to break open a door window? You're too smart for video games. You realize this? Yeah, that would be the optional good. I just break a window and get inside. No, we gotta go through the outside. But why? Just break a window, get in. No. It's against the Japanese aesthetic of being polite and kind. The Japanese are not vandals, after all. Are you some gaijin? Okay, we can get over there. Hardest boss ever fought from World of Warcraft. 350 tries to kill Mythic Argus. Yeah, that doesn't sound like very much fun to me. That's why I don't play MMOs. You know, those people get fucked. I'm done saving people for the time being. Over there. So children's ghosties. Oh, here, they'll probably be saved some other way, right? It's not like they're actually dying. I don't think. These suck. Etrian Odyssey Untold. You can always tell it's a Japanese JRPG, can't you, by the name? They're supposed to be ghosts. They're actually called, like, visitors. But I'm guessing, yeah, they're just ghosts in, like, different form. There's like, I mean, you've seen me fight Slenderman in the game as well, like those guys. Well, one's a chubby man, actually. It's kind of like upending the lore goes.
You okay?
Oh. Drink more green tea. You don't have all your health back yet. Chubby Slendermen are just American nightmares. The glandular problem. Also slender women too.
It's go time, KK.
We just have the ones that are just like ghosts and sheets.
Get on the building. Bus.
You sure?
Though someone did mention they were probably like based off type of Japanese ghosts as well.
Good moves there, kid. Hey, I'm actually a pretty charitable guy.
Here we are. A lucky draw, dude. I was just playing Omamori and I got a SSS class. And it's a Tamaga King. Check it out. Gotcha players, am I right? He kind of deserved to be like weeb raptured out of here. Saving his hard-working parents in the countryside some money on their bills. Have you ever played Friday the 13th game? No, it's kind of a dead game because they stopped updating it because they lost the rights to work on it. So I wouldn't want to buy that game at this point. It is kind of unfinished as it was. And it can never actually be finished. Oh, that's kind of neat. Well, not that I've never seen this in a game before, but hey. Like from the other side. Weeb rapture. Have you noticed all the people's clothes running around? When you see me sucking up blue ghosts with my hand, that's me sucking up the souls of the people who have lost their physical bodies and their clothes are just all over the place. Making a Ghostbusters game now. Hopefully they don't have the same issue happen with the last license they work with. Didn't they also make a Predator game that kind of sucked? I don't really trust that developer so much. They just seem to be like, hey, let's latch onto like nostalgia from the 80s and 90s and see if we can make multiplayer games out that people will buy.
Sounds like you're all set. Good. Hey, who'd you want to meet in the afterlife if you could? Huh. I'd want to see my granddad. We'd go hunting for Kappa together.
I guess my mom and dad.
Huh? Sorry, I didn't know.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking of Marilyn Monroe. I want to see something that's classically beautiful. To be honest, Predator Hunting Grounds was fun, if not bland. I didn't hear anything much good about it. To be sneaky here.
Corruption. If that's right, we should be able to find that underworld oil around here. And we got company.
Oh, I said stealth, but then they put like poison goop all over the ground. Friday the 13th game died because the original writer for Friday Part 1 sued for payment for the use of Jason, and he's the creator, but the lawsuit keeps New Line Cinema from making any more movies. Yeah, I knew there was like lawsuits behind it, but even at that point, the game was still pretty broken at launch. It was like, I've seen the game played. It's kind of ridiculous. It's like it's just not very well balanced at all as a game as it is, and then obviously, that's I guess when you run the risk of like weird licensing issues. It's nice to have a game that's going to forever be broken. Goop everywhere. But then the Predator game came out, and that was just, you know, kind of shit. So I guess it didn't have the same excuse. Like, we just we're not very good at making video games, is what they should come out and say. It was an okay game. It was okay if you were, like, playing with friends you knew and you were there to roleplay and shit. But as an actual multiplayer game, it was, like, broken as hell. Which is kind of, like, hard to do when you have you have, like, asymmetrical multiplayer where, like, the guy hunting everyone can literally teleport all over the map. Like, Dead by Daylight already does that as about as good as you can do it, while having it balanced. It's just wildly imbalanced, I think, in favor of, like, Jason. The problem with Predator was that it boiled down to a bland shooter. Too easy to win. I mean, Ghostbusters, you could make a pretty good team game, base game off of it, so we'll see how that happens, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. Stop shooting me. When do you get seals? Oh, there's the wrong seal. Ow. Nope. 4, move on. The name of that game now is a licensed game? We're talking about more of the stuff, the same, like, 90s, 80s movie. I mean, how come no one ever made a Goonies, you know, multiplayer game? Come on, you could do something with that. Everyone likes the Goonies, after all. Alright. We're, like, doing platforming. The goop on that one. But we got most of that area cleared. Evolve, oh yeah, I played Evolve back when it was in beta. I got like a code for it. Even then I realized this game is dead. Because I got placed as playing the monster for one round. And I immediately realized it was in my best, the best objective I could give myself was to never fight the other players. It was to always run away from them. And then you get a head start is like I just never engage with the players until I get to level 3. Because otherwise you're just completely stupid. Because you'd like lose most of your health and like lose the entire round. So if you like ever engage the other players before level 3, like where you like get all your abilities. Because the problem with that game was that the human players start out as powerful as they are for the entire match. They don't actually grow in power over it. They're like, nope, we're ready to take the ones that can fight the level 1 monster, the same ones that fight the level 3. And they're pretty much balanced for fighting the level 3 fight. Because the game, I think, was always kind of expecting it to reach that point and not end before it. But it was so stupid because it means like the human players for the entire match are just chasing you around the map and never engaging you. It's like very boring to be the human players. And say if you're the monster player, you're just running around eating local wildlife and not fighting the humans. So it's boring for you there as well. And recently, that same developer released the Back 4 Blood game, which I think is already, like, not finding a player base. Even though I played the beta then as well with my friends, and it was like, alright, but didn't have the same impact as Left 4 Dead. Then Wraith should have been actually, and I heard that Wraith was, like, overpowered. So they had to, like, nerf it as well. But at that point, there was already a dead game. The nether oil. Left 4 Dead has waifu mods. Left 4 Dead has mini mods, not just waifus.
Hopefully not for too long.
Makes you how Dead, you know, the horror game, you know, Dead by Daylight. That's going on with only one gameplay mode. I guess it's just because they keep adding new killers to it, which mixes it up somewhat, and new maps. It seems like they're constantly always adding new like killers and maps to it. Probably what helps. Evolve would have worked if the humans had to get upgrades in maps, so they had to evade the monster early in game. Well, I'm guessing I thought that as well, but then if the humans are busy trying to upgrade themselves, it just means the monster is getting further and further away from them. So it still means there's no interplay between the monster and the human characters. They're just doing something, they're both doing their own little thing to level up until they get the strongest so they can fight each other. Or if sometimes you can also win as the monster by destroying a bunch of generators too. So it's every round was just kind of like boring. It's just like you're trying to desperately find the monster and it just wants to keep away from you. And usually it does a pretty good job of that unless they got a bad player. Because if you found it before level 3, you could do like a ton of damage to it before it could like get away, and that damage sticks with it for like even if it levels up some more. But yeah, I had the same idea, like what if you just had the humans had to like get more powerful too, but then you had the thought like, well, it just means you're not hunting the actual monster, which means still not really fixing anything wrong with it. They give me a maze. Like Evolve to come back with a better depth. I mean, I think the gameplay, the game type they came up with is just fundamentally broken. So distant. It'll be the ice, you know, the Yu-Gi-Oh! There you are. You know, I should be using my explosion on the ice lady, shouldn't I? Okay, that wasn't that bad. In the new generation of games, so I expect some experimental titles to come out soon. I mean, do you see any of those experimental titles though? Usually the only thing you get really big experiments on these days are like indie games, which don't really need the new extra power. Need more ammo. Meat. We're good. Spirit oil from my motorcycle. Here's what I wish would happen, chat. Instead of talking about this Evolve and Back 4 Blood, I wish Valve would just make Left 4 Dead 3 already.
Alright, we're done here.
We don't even have a shop. Look like you're in a bind, stranger. Got loads of stuff to help you. I mean, if it ain't free, but it beats toughen it out.
Glad he's enjoying himself.
Stun talismans, yes, please. Why is it exposure talisman is 12,000? Makes it easier to expose visitors' cores. Talismans are consumed and disappear once used. No, thank you. Way too much money. Didn't majority of the Left 4 Dead team... Well, the Left 4 Dead developers were the developers who made Back 4 Blood and Evolve. they're the ones who did the grunt work, whilst Valve did all the main design work, and then handed it off to them to like have them implement it. However, because of that, they're always like touting their legacy of making Left 4 Dead 1 and 2, even though all the real, it's pretty clear at this point that the real talent behind that game was Valve, not the developers that they had to do all the grunt work for it. Now, which members of Steam are still there that worked on Left 4 Dead? I don't know. I know that the guy, I'm guessing a lot of people, Valve teams, no, I keep saying Steam. Valve does tend to, a lot of Valve developers do tend to stay there for a long time because it's just a good place to work. Like, they just get working where they want, they don't have to get forced on to working on anything else. So once you get, like, working at Valve, it's like, why would you work anywhere else unless you, like, got to move somewhere far away?
The corruption's coming back.
That explains why most folks can't get back from here.
Oh, you know, good idea. Much food while you do it. You'd like to learn some game design and have your own indie studio in Japan?
We made it.
Are you
I thought we
Japanese?
were done for.
I think it's kind of hard to have an indie studio in Japan if you're not
Next door is
Japanese, or at least speak the language, I guess. Otherwise, if you don't live there, you're better off starting your indie game studio where you live.
So, was it just you and your sister on your own?
Yeah, it was.
And now we just need to get a car part,
All
right?
more reason we gotta help her then.
Yeah.
Car parts. So where are we going for that? That, oof, a little bit far away. I believe we can fast travel there, right? No. There? Nope, can't fast travel there either. Guess that's the closest one we can fast travel to. Alright, let's grab this though first. Well, was it up there on the... Fuck, it's probably up on the roadway, wasn't it? Oh, no, there it is. No, 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 it's not here. Shit. No, where it is.
Buildings like this are a dime a dozen now.
At least compared to Kagerie, yeah.
What? All buildings? Yes, they're very common in Tokyo. Very astute of you, KK. Multi-story buildings? So common these days. Such social commentary. Really don't have anything close, do I? Alright. Kind of is. It's a little bit closer. The Yukione did not last long. Well, I was hitting with multiple fireball blasts. Are you running back to the Elden Ring crack when this is done? Well, I would like to, like, go back to that and finish it up so I could get started on Final Fantasy Strangers in Paradise. So, yeah. Got more to do there, you know. However, I'm hoping that'll be, like, the last, stretch of streams for it, because I would like to finish it, because I am enjoying it, but all things must come to an end, you know? Shit, we gotta go around this freaking mall. Like halfway through Elden Ring? I'm pretty sure more than halfway through. Right now I've done everything but go to the mountaintop, the frozen mountaintops. So I can, like, get into the Elden Tree. I know there's, like, 2 optional areas, like, tiny optional areas you can do as well. But I think I was sort of at one earlier when I went to, like, a waygate, but it's just like to get an item that was there. Looks like we are going to get a dry spell of games after April. Do you have any other games keep for such times? Well, like I said, I still have to play through, for this month. finish up Elden Ring, and then also start and finish playing Strangers Within. So I think I'm good. Not Strangers Within, Strangers in Paradise. Down under the ground. But then there's a few games coming out in the summer, like that Quarry game as well. Like Denzel and Ravanka have played this already. Denzel and who? Final Fantasy Spirits Within. Yeah, for some reason I think of that. No, it's Strangers in Paradise. It'd be something if they came back and did a game on that movie, wouldn't it? You know, the game that almost like bankrupted them as a company. Strangers of Paradise. It's a weird name, Chad, for a Final Fantasy game. Give me a break.
Not a clue.
Oh, shit, fuck. Close. Got a hammer. Really need to get a chair? What are you sitting in right now? Yeah, member. What are you doing to your spine? We need a... Really, we're gonna put the transmission, or was it... What was it? The transmission wheel of this into a motorcycle? She using like Bugatti parts or something, or Boro, whatever this is. Yeah, I only use like parts from $100,000 sports cars in my motorcycle. Turbine, yeah, I don't think that's gonna fit in a motorcycle.
I get it now. My boy was really into this car. I'll bet we can use this turbine wheel.
Why don't we just put the oil on this car and use this instead? The Lamborghini.
Alright, that's everything. Let's head back to the safe house and fix up the bike.
Hey. There's fast travel back there. Oh, we gotta leave this
I
place
don't think
first.
you've ever mentioned your family before.
Because there's nothing worth mentioning.
Maybe it's a sensitive issue, Akito.
I'll tell you something too.
Oh, think about
Ending
it.
right now because all I had to sit down on is my couch, and I don't know what the fuck this is called that came with the couch, but it has no back support. Lumbar support is what you mean, I think? Do you have like any like throw pillows you can put back there? Not enough gas, strange. He works in everything, doesn't he? Back pain disappeared after I started doing planks regularly. I mean, it does strengthen the spinal erector muscles. Where are we headed? Over here? Just don't know what to do. I don't know what it is. It's flat. I mean, maybe, yeah, it's not like you just need something to sit in. You off to bed? Hey, BJ, you have a good night, man. Thanks for being here.
Run, Akito. It's what you're good at. Just like you did with Mom and Dad.
Why am I trying to save my sister again when she sounds like a bitch?
I can tell I'm getting stronger.
Yeah, but, you know, we've only collected 39,000 out of 204,000 spirits, though, so we're not reaching max level anytime soon. I should probably level up. Have fun, guys. Was really entertaining, but need to head to bed. The headache is annoying. Hey, also, thank you for your first time chatting, Shinkyu. And hopefully I'll see you next time. But also, hope you feel better. beat the shit out of that headache tonight, man. Do it for me, your friendly streamer. All right, what do we want to level up? More exposure. You know what? Ethereal weaving is too important to keep not putting stuff into. So, make our explosions more powerful. Now they enables fire weaving attacks pierce through one enemy. Do I gotta choose how these work, or did I guess? I'm not sure how that works actually. I kind of prefer them to explode. Not gonna lie.
I feel like I could take on the world.
Let's just jump over the tree.
Defend yourself if you can't avoid the hit.
I think there is a couch, but I can't see the TV that well from back there. My eyesight is pretty... There is a couch. I'm a little... Hold on a second. I mean, there is a couch, but okay, you can't... from where the TV is too far away from the TV... I mean, the couch is too far away from the TV. So your vision is blurry. Do you need glasses? Looks like you need glasses, man. Maybe that'll help your back problems if you just get some glasses, I guess. No shame in glasses, if that's what you're telling yourself. And keeping yourself from having them. Probably, but glasses cost money. Well, true. So I'm guessing from that comment, you're a yank like myself. Had to pay for that out of your pocket if you don't have insurance. Yeah, they're definitely worth saving up for, though, in my opinion. And, you know, they're not nearly as expensive as other things. It's a couple $100 usually for, like, having them checked and then getting the lenses. I don't remember going through all this last time. Here we are. Alright, Spirit Motorcycle. I'm sure we'll get to drive this, right? Not just gonna be a cutscene?
Akito, let me take
Your
over
glasses
for a
get kicked off by dogs? Are you like constantly down on your knees near the dogs or something? Because usually that'd be a little too high up to reach. You'd switch to contacts too, if that's a problem. Ugh. Hey, where's the speedometer and fuel meter on those handlebars for this motorcycle? It's not street legal.
Alright, should be good to go.
Oh, now they're there. What the fuck?
Charging into the lion's den.
Okay, no, I was looking at the handlebars, not the big dash in front of it. This is a weird motorcycle. Okay, that's a lot of dials. Never mind, that's a few too many dials. You're a dog. Okay, you said you're a dog groomer. That's right. Never mind. Logical. Yeah, you might want to switch to contacts then. You have unfinished business. You'll still be able to come back to Shibuya via fast travel, but the following side missions will become unavailable. Wait, is this the end of the game? We're already there? I thought... Huh. I just came out of nowhere. Okay. Maybe we'll finish this tonight. But no, am I on chapter 6? I didn't really pay attention to what chapter I was in. Okay, now we're on mission complete the Black Tower, whatever. Okay.
Alright, let's roll.
Let's.
I call you? I called you. You mean on your phone?
Hit the switch!
Deus Ex motorcycle. No helmet. He's technically already dead. He's beyond helmets. Though with all this zero visibility of the fog, this is really stupid to go this fast. He just activated it all.
KK! Don't stop! Fight's not gonna last! There! Got it!
Such a weird scene. Do I ever remember my dreams? Very rarely. I have dreams, but I usually don't recall them. Or the bike get even hit. Looked like he just messed up the body of it, but they treated like he was like in a Millennium Falcon and just had like the transducer hyperdrive shot out. Like, oh, he just dented like the body kit of it. Okay, we're on chapter 5. I heard there were 6 chapters of this game, weren't there?
We've come this far. We're not leaving empty-handed.
Damn right. I'm taking back Mari.
There are, so the... How long to the end of the game? Probably like an hour or two then? Since these chapters seem kind of long. So I'm thinking if we only have like an hour or two left, I should wait till tomorrow's stream to do anything else. That way we can have a decent length stream tomorrow to finish it up. Made it to a point to write down everything I remember from my dreams. I mean, I've heard of people doing that. Like I said, I never really recall anything from my own dreams. So does anyone have an answer about how much game is left? If you've already beaten it, you can tell me. Like 2 hours, 3 hours, what? Not sure, to be honest. I technically have about 30 minutes left of stream time, so I doubt I can finish it in that time. So I'm thinking of stopping here and saving what's left for tomorrow. Where are we at on the map, by the way? That might give me an idea. We just go in there. Why did I need the motorcycle to drive here anyways when I could have just drove through all this that didn't have any fog in it anymore? If we finish early tomorrow, we'll just play Sifu or that, or I'll decide to like take the rest of the night off, which I would normally do. Yeah, I could have even cleared this fog by going to that tour again. I don't think I need the motorcycle at all. I think they just want that for a cutscene. Fog was too dense. I mean, I guess we're out here now, or we're like right here. I don't know. I think you cleared the fog by driving the bike. Maybe. We go like, you know, it said we can't go back anymore, right? I guess the finale is gonna be up in the the tower. Yeah, if I knew there was only like 30 minutes left, or like 30 minutes to an hour left of the game, I'd go and beat it tonight. But I'm thinking of calling it there, saving it for tomorrow. Because that'll probably be like a long climb, and then maybe there's something happens after you get up there. Can't go back. This is your life now, man. It's the point of no return. How did a motorcycle make the fog less dense? We use spirit oil from the other side. And a very expensive Lamborghini transmission wheel or something. Hope it's not in the tower, then that's a cliche. Well, you always gotta climb something tall at the end of an epic story about ghosts. How many hours so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Around 11 hours so far. So I'm thinking there's probably about 2 to 3 hours of the game left, so we might save it for tomorrow. Japan's like having a lot of anime plots. Yeah, it's like the Tokyo Tower. It's like a big cultural landmark of Tokyo. Like their Eiffel Tower, essentially. Hey Dartigan, what would you do if you found the entire city empty? I would be concerned. I mean, I'm not a detective. I'm not gonna sit there and try to figure it out. I'll just make sure I'm not staying in the city, since that's not normal. Alright, so, yeah, I think my call is to wait till tomorrow to finish it, since I'm not sure how much is left. And I'd probably have to stay up very late if I wanted to finish it tonight. And I do need to fix my sleeping schedule, because I got shit sleep last night. So, chat, I think that's gonna be it for the night. Only 30 minutes, around 30 minutes less than normal, so not that bad. Hopefully you'll forgive me. So, chat, we're gonna call it there. 15 or so hours for $80. I didn't pay $80 for this. This was on Steam. I'm not sure what you bought it at. Wait, how much, wait, was it? Pretty sure it wasn't $80 for me. Maybe you live in, like, Australia or something. So, chat, you've all been wonderful tonight. Thank you for stopping by and joining my stream tonight. Hopefully you'll be able to stop by again tomorrow for the finale of this game. And then we can get back to Elden Ring. However, before I leave, thank you for any bits, subs, or gift subs tonight. Thank you to the excellent mod team. I see you there, Sarayu. Thank you all for being chill tonight and the wonderful conversations. You fix your sleep schedule, you can't even catch up. One day, that joke will get old even with us. So, chat, you all have a great night's sleep, great day tomorrow, whatever you got planned. And I'll see you back here if you get time. Sound good? I'm not gonna, like, raid anyone. I don't see anyone online right now, so we won't bother with that. We'll do that maybe tomorrow if someone's online. Alright, chat. I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see you later. Peace. Stream off. I wish it activated through voice commands. That'd be nice.